Hi, chat. How is everyone doing? Who
I
knows
think
what...
he means hello again, chat.
Hello again to my stream. How is everyone doing?
Have you shown your chat what I made you today?
No. I mean, in the Discord I did. Speaking of chat, you should join the Discord. No, I haven't. In fact, Magma even doubled down on that one.
What?
So let me get this so chat can see this one. Ba, 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 ba.
Mom is hot. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, chat, if you're interested, by the way, in the Tectone stuff, we're done for the night. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. That's totally fair. We're transitioning now into Dogwave. We'll finish the Tectone stuff another day. And once I get the okay from LM, I'm just going to spread the thing far and wide for people.
There we go, chat. This is what Occo did. It is the head pat dog. It's the head pat dog. Damn, quick, take off your jacket. You need 4 subs. Understood. I will have to walk away in about 4 minutes to go get dinner out of the oven, but otherwise.
Oh, okay.
It's just corn dogs.
Gonna make me entertain chat.
We love the Tar Terrier. The Tar Terrier is great. So chat, as a reminder, Occo pretty much does not host Dogwave anymore. It is just me. Meaning, if you want to see the news, you should come over to my stream.
I mean, we'll still partially show it, but
I mean, yes,
we're mostly just a talking point.
But if you want to actually, like, see the news, you should come to my stream.
Mm-hmm.
We will have a guest tonight. Jazz is joining, but he will be joining an hour into the stream because he has other stuff going on. So, Jazz will be here soon, TM.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, how was your week?
My week was fine. Mostly snowed in. Honestly, I didn't really get to do a whole lot of important stuff this week. I did almost die because of when I was at work. I decided to be brave, and it was a bad idea. And then once I was done being brave, I decided to not be stupid, and that kind of saved me. Thank you, Gabby, for the 200 bits. Atari is hotter. Oh, that's fair.
Akko's just the side chick on Dogwave. Keep that pimp hand stroked him.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. This week for me was interesting. I do want to kind of have a little bit of a note here. You all might hear a cat howling in my room.
No, I don't hear that at all.
She's not howling right now, but we managed to finally get this cat in a kennel. Well, kennel, whatever. For the first time ever, pretty much today.
Okay.
And she's going to the vet tomorrow. But because this is we got her in, we're not letting her out until after the vet. So, she's going to be in the kennel. So she's okay. She has everything she needs. But you might hear the cat howling because she does not want to be in the kennel. It's okay. She's fine. Octomommy's hottest Nino Tentacles. A new cat or a horny cat? Horny cat. That's why she's going to the vet. That is indeed why she's going to the vet. I know how that is. So, because she's actually the calmest with me. She's in my office, in the kennel. So if you hear that, that's why.
Octomommy is the hottest. Jeez. I appreciate the simpery. Just letting you know, it's not going to go very... you're not going to get anything from it, but I appreciate that.
Indeed. So we will be starting probably news in about 4 minutes because, again, I don't want to start news until after I have my food. As far as my week, oh my god, it was so busy. Tuesday, we did Helldivers with Marshall, Shiroi, and Razor. And then we did Liza P on Wednesday, which, by the way, Liza P, first time I made it that far, holy shit, that game is great. It actually makes me want to go back and play it, and I'm just like, but I can't! Ah! And then RE4 Remake was Friday. Me and Magma finished RE5's base campaign or yesterday, actually. So, this is pretty good. And I got a cat in the kennel, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that isn't a mall? I'm sure. A mall's partially dog. Partially. Not cat. Let's talk about the week until late and gay jazz appears. Well, we'd be talking about the week a while then. Alright. I will be right back. Please entertain chat.
Okay. Well, I can't entertain your chat as much. But I am playing more Enfield chat. I got the Fire Girl, by the way. I don't know if I showed that off, but I got the Fire Girl, and she's hot, and I like her. And I think she's cool. She only works, by the way, if you use all fire units, or at least 2 other units, and then I'm keeping that healer on because the healer's amazing. But like, she's really good. I want a copy of her maybe eventually, but like, I don't care that much. I'm also in the new area, but I'm not really like doing that much in it yet because I kind of wanted to focus on the old area, and I'm having fun there. Also, once Temp comes back, I'm gonna start a new print on my printer. I was giving it a break while I was giving my printer a break since it's been printing a couple things today, but I needed to print more things so that I can assemble my stuff and things. So once Temp comes back, I'll do that. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly work towards the new area, I think, eventually. But I wanted to like do more shit in this area. Is the dog model a short stack? Yes, I would say so. I would say so. But maybe I'm wrong. You can ask him when he comes back. I like this. Here, chat, let me show you what I made for Temp today. I don't think I have shown you. It's very simple, but it's just a head pat. Ain't that the happiest little tard you've ever seen? So happy. So happy to get a head pat.
It's so happy to get a head pat. Yeah. The tardiest of terriers.
Yeah. She's just so happy.
I got 18 out of 23 characters. Fantastic.
So happy. It's amazing.
I ask with only because curiosity, is dog model a short stack? I'm gonna say yes. Kind of. Like, she's not like short stack size, but she's short and stacked. So, one sec, I actually have the dog cannon height. You do, Gabby? So we got a interesting night ahead of us.
Did you hear, by the way? I don't know if you found it, if you've seen the news, but China has started their own RAM and they're starting to sell it, and it's way cheaper than way cheaper than what people are getting it for here.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's kind of funny.
She's not legally not a dwarf. No. That short. But like, let's put it this way. If there is a like okay, let's say there's a normal height fridge as a great example of this. She cannot reach up to the top of the fridge.
Okay.
So, short. but not
Short.
short. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I think we have too many topics for this week, but we will try and get through what we can. I told Jazz we'd save Code Vein 2 stuff for when he was here.
Okay.
Because obviously.
So then let's get some small stuff out of the way.
In fact, I think we'll probably talk about Valve. Soon.
Oh, you want to talk about Valve without him? Okay.
Well, we have other stuff we can do as well.
That's up to you.
Let
me grab something here real quick.
Okay.
Keep talking. I just gotta grab my little shortboard computers.
Okay. What is... Oh, God, there's so many topics here that'd be good for Jazz. Here's an interesting one. Let me switch over to the React page. People were mad about this for some reason.
Mad about what?
So, you've seen the One Piece live action show that Netflix is doing, right?
I have not seen it. I just know it exists.
Okay. So, Netflix obviously has a lot of sway about who gets picked. Because it's a Netflix show.
Picked for what?
Like the different characters.
Oh, okay.
But the original creator, Oda, has the most sway on who gets cast in this show.
Of course, as he
should. So, the actor in this scene is the same actor. She actually, as far as I'm aware, intentionally gained weight to play this role.
Oh, gosh.
You can, in fact, see the amount of weight because that is accurate to the character. In fact,
so does the character gain weight in the show and then lose weight in the show?
So, in fact, look up. So, at the very top of this, you can see the character when skinny and when fat. And then at the bottom, you can see the actor skinny and then fat.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot of, like, effort. That's not a fat suit. That's not a fat suit. She actually gained the weight to play the role she's playing.
That's insane.
And this is probably why Oda approved her. And that's because a lot of the actors in tied to the One Piece show.
What? Because she is like willing to get and then lose the weight.
I mean, she looks really close to the original character. Like, obviously, she has a darker skin tone. And that does seem to be a different thing that people have problems with One Piece as far as the live action show is concerned. But Oda has a lot of sway. So if he's picking these, or if he's approving the actors that are playing in this show, he's doing it for a reason.
Okay.
So, admittedly, yeah, she's not like a 1-to-1, but you know what? Cool.
I don't really mind if she has different skin color as long as she's a good actor and she's not
exactly
weird about it, you know?
Exactly. So, I don't know. I think this is cool. I do need to sit down and watch One Piece. But I'm sure, as everyone knows, that's a level of dedication.
That's a level of, hold on. You're saying that's a level of dedication you're not ready for. Your dad did, and your dad works way harder than you do.
Oftentimes, he will put a show on in the background and listen to it. I want
and what's saying you can't.
No, he's watching the dub because he can put it on in the background and listen to it.
Okay.
I want to watch the sub.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now you see where the difference is. Because I want to watch the sub, I actually have to sit down and watch it. So,
fair enough.
Still, the dub is not bad. I'm actually when I listen to the dub when he's watching it, it's actually really good. But
well, I'm sure the old dubs are just fine.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's Funimation dubs.
Right, but they're older and thus probably not plagued by people and their personal opinions.
Yeah. And again, Oda has a lot of sway when it comes to the anime as well. So
I believe so.
I prefer the Japanese voices. I do too, but I can't be one of
Yeah,
those
that's why
people
I
that's
play
like,
sub.
hmm?
I play games in sub, honestly.
I don't. It depends on the game. One Piece's dub isn't bad. I still don't like Chris Sabat as Zoro. I don't mind Chris Sabat as his voice. I kind of mind him as a person.
Mhm.
But I think that could be said for a lot of people at Funimation. Like Sean Schemmel. Absolute rat bastard. But at least his voice work
Don't
is
know
good.
him. Don't know him.
He's the voice of Goku.
Is he one of the Kick Vic guys?
Yes.
Okay.
And he is very much like behind the camera, like behind like the microphone and everything. He's fine. But I've heard several reports, and we even talked about him on Dogwave a long time ago, that he actually tried to get a content creator actively banned from YouTube because
Okay.
he thought he was just using AI to repurpose his voice.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that now. I remember that now. Yeah, that's a reason
Yeah.
to be upset at him.
Chris Sabat is a just douche.
He's not a cool
Sabat.
guy. Sounds like
I mean, Sabat is a
Sean
dick.
Schemmel.
Sean Schemmel's a douche.
He's not a cool guy.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fault him for like the work he does. The work he does is decent, but he's a dick.
Understood. Don't
In
like
fact,
him.
Ironically, I don't quite have 100% knowledge on this, but I think
I don't like him because he has a dick.
It might also be a similar situation as
Ava, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Oh, welcome,
thank
Ava.
you. I appreciate it.
It might be a similar situation as Tobey Maguire. I've heard Toby is a bit of a dick off screen.
Okay.
But I can't verify that one. We can verify at least Schemmel.
Fair.
Sean will not do events if there's any other Goku VA there. Yes. The only one he will do events with is Masako Nozawa. And that is because she is Japanese Goku. She's been Goku since the very beginning. If he does not show up to that, that could actually probably get him fired.
Thank you, Devastator, for becoming a member. Appreciate that. I'm sure already were, but never mind.
Well,
Thank
okay.
You.
I want to point out with that I lost my sub train, not train, but streak when you change the pricing. My sub just automatically ended.
Yeah, it does automatically end when
when
you cancel those tiers. That's fair.
That's probably where that's from. Is like Devastator has sub before like that, but because of the whole changing the prices.
That's fair. That's fair. Prices, by the way, aren't going to change anymore because I figured it out. Me and Ava figured out how it works.
Hey. Toby who? Tobey Maguire. He's the actor who played the original live-action Spider-Man. Well, okay. He's not the first one, but he's the Sam Raimi one. The most popular one.
Yeah.
It's weird that Goku, Vegeta, and Bulma are all assholes. I stick with Vic. Yeah. Johnny on Bosch is my favorite VA. Dude likes doing Ichigo so much he voices for fan projects. Johnny on Bosch is a cool guy.
Yeah.
And Vic approves of him.
He's a cool guy. That's right, Vic. He was one of the few people that Vic approved of.
Mm-hmm. So, how dare you give Toby that stolen valor? But he is the most popular one, but he's not the first one.
Red Horizon, thank you for becoming a member too. I appreciate that.
Unless you're implying that Tom Holland is the most popular one, but I think I can speak for just about everyone that he's not. There is the Japanese live-action Spider-Man, but again, there's a difference between original live-action and popular live-action. To the point of that there are rumors that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will probably be in Doomsday and not Tom Holland's.
Because he's more popular, or?
Actually, a lot of people think that his universe will be destroyed by either the X-Men or Doom, which is why, and he's recruited to another group of Avengers quotation marks by Deadpool or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Again, the movie's not out yet. It's rumors.
Well, how far away is it?
December this year.
Okay, interesting. Interesting.
But yeah, so this is the whole One Piece stuff. I thought this was interesting when I first saw it.
The fact that that woman gained a bunch of weight and then lost a bunch of weight, I'm surprised she doesn't have any fat rolls on her.
To be fair, you definitely can lose all that.
I imagine so. I've seen people lose all that.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm sure a lot of people have seen this, but Hasbro is actively being sued right now.
Yes, they are actively being sued right now, and the reasons why is hilarious because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I knew this would happen if they ever. So you know the story behind Black Lotus, right?
I believe so.
Okay, the
As
Black Lotus is their most
right.
famous and infamous card.
Mhm.
And basically it can't be printed anymore because if they do, it opens them up for a cause of action because it's a card that's supposed to be unique. And that's why it's never been reprinted, never been thrown out there. And whenever somebody finds one, they like cream their pants, basically.
Mhm.
So, my understanding with this current lawsuit is they are being sued because they've overprinted cards, which has massively devalued other cards that
They've
people
also
have, and that's like made investors pissed off.
It is also partially they've overprinted the crossover cards.
Yes. Well, okay. So I don't know if you've been into stores recently that have those crossover cards.
Not in the last couple of months.
There's a lot of those cards that don't get sold. Like
Yeah.
the new Avatar ones, I've seen nobody pick those up. Like the ones that I've seen sold en masse are the Final Fantasy ones for sure, because everybody likes
Final
the Final
Fantasy
Fantasy
one
games.
sold very well.
I believe the Ninja Turtles one sold all right or decently, but like there's a bunch of them where it's just like, are you really gonna sell these?
Mhm.
And it just doesn't feel like they are gonna sell them.
That's not true. Black Lotus has been reprinted 8 times in the lifetime of MTG.
Well,
Still reprinted 8 times.
was it reprinted before they made that rule? Because that rule was specifically made to stop it to be reprinted, basically.
Yeah. I want to add on that I did not grow up with Magic. TCGs were not my thing growing up, but I do know Occo played Magic. So
I did not grow up with Magic either, but I know a thing or two about it because I spent a couple of years in it.
Yeah, exactly. So Occo definitely knows more about this topic than I do. All I know is that they are being sued because of overprinting.
Yeah, they overprinted, and because of that, it's completely undervalued the amount of money that people feel like the perceived value that they can get from it, and that's why they're getting sued.
Mhm.
And you know what? I say fuck them. Fuck
Oh,
them,
yeah.
because they should have learned. They should learn that to not do that. And so, all I can say is good luck, buddy.
Oh shit.
Sorry, I'm looking for rack mount screws.
Chat, you heard it here. Occo's looking for rack screws.
Yeah, for my rack mount.
As far as I know, only Hatsune Miku sold out.
I forgot that they did Hatsune Miku. I'll be honest
Final
with
Fantasy
you.
was also really hard to get. As well. There's a bot on Twitch. Hold on, let me get rid of that.
They made a reprint that's not a real copy. I mean, if they make reprints that aren't real copies that can't be used in standard formats, then that's a little bit different, in my personal opinion.
There's not a bot on Twitch. I don't see one. Weird.
So they're upset because cards are more accessible. So I'll explain it like this. When a card is not printed in high demand, or when a card is printed in lower demand, more people are willing to get it because of FOMO and because that increases the initial value and then the secondary market. Yeah. And so their overprinting has basically allowed these cards to lose their value, basically.
No, yeah. Mm.
Perfect. Enjoying that corn dog there?
I am indeed enjoying the corn dog. Oh, there's the. Hold on. I don't see that bot. Oh, you know what? I know why I don't see the bot. Because I'm a retard.
There.
I opened your stream and not mine, like the absolute dumbass I am.
That's funny.
It's gone. Thank you. Thank you, Nerdy Texan. Alpha, Beta, Ravnica, Return to Ravnica, 10th Anniversary, Eventide, and Collector's edition of the Alpha artifacts, and reprint of Alpha. The last two happened in 2024 and 2023. I don't know who told you that, but it's not true. I've been playing MTG since 1999.
I could be wrong then. I just know that like I watched a while ago that if they reprint it, they could open themselves to a cause of action because of the kind of card it is. And by reprinting those cards, it would hurt the secondary value or the secondary market.
Absolutely.
That's why.
Sorry, I see the Lobstutter's comment. I'm glad Nintendo didn't fuck something up this week. About that.
What did they do this week?
You've seen Tomodachi Life, right? Tomodachi Life.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so there are 3 gender options. Male, female, and non-binary.
Okay.
And apparently, there are 3 versions of the trailer that you gave recently. One for the UK, one for America, and one for Japan.
Okay.
The Japanese one shows a child or young girl, version of a me that tried basically getting into a thing with an older me.
What?
Yeah, at least that's from what I've heard. And then the UK and US ones are both, as far as I've heard, littered with DEI. I would like to point out, because at the first I wasn't sure. I wasn't ready to blame Devin Pritchard. I'm now ready to blame Devin Pritchard.
Really? We're at that point now?
Yeah, especially because of this. Thank you to Cabrutus for finding this, but this employee resources group for Rainbow was added to their website after Pritchard took over.
Interesting.
So our comments for, we're not sure if Pritchard is going to be like Reggie, or she's going to be a liberal white woman. I think we've found out she's going to be a liberal white woman.
Really?
Yeah.
That early?
Yeah, it's now been a month exactly to the day since she got appointed to the president of Nintendo of America.
It's just really funny because like you were extremely optimistic about it. Back when like this first happened, and now you're just like, nope.
Well, I already said that she was going to be one of 2 things. She was either going to be the next Reggie because of when she joined Nintendo, or she was going to be another, white woman taking over. Hell, another woman in general taking over.
Right.
Dispatch also got censored. Okay, so the dev team at Ad Hoc actually responded to the censorship. And basically said the version on the Switch is actually not Nintendo's version, like
Okay.
specifically. Like I'm
Chat,
pretty
I'm going to Home Depot tomorrow.
as far
Sorry, I
as
just
I'm
figured I'd do that.
aware, someone said that this is also the case on PlayStation.
Okay.
But as I have not played Dispatch myself, I cannot verify this. So Ad Hoc's brilliant superhero workplace comedy Dispatch is gearing up for its debut on Switch later today. Now this was on January 28th. However, there will be some censorship differences on the Nintendo consoles. For those unaware, Dispatch includes a number of instances where players can see human, or well, superhuman anatomy, such as penises and breasts, throughout its various chapters. Meanwhile, there are certain noises that suggest sexual pleasure. In other versions of the game, it appears as on other platforms, there is an option for players to have toggle censorship of this content on or off. However, on the Switch version of the title, players will not have that same choice. Explicit content censorship is implemented as standard, and the option has been removed from the game.
Okay.
Different platforms have different content criteria, and submissions are evaluated individually. Ad Hoc said in a statement shared with Eurogamer ahead of Dispatch's Switch release, the studio assured, though, that the censorship on Nintendo's consoles does not affect Dispatch's overall narrative experience or gameplay. We worked with Nintendo to ensure the content within the title met the criteria to release on their platforms, but the core narrative and gameplay experience remains identical to the original release. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dispatch is censored on Switch at Nintendo's request.
Right. I mean, it is more of an adult game, but
It
like...
is more of an adult game. Well, okay. Look, I would have problems with this. Sorry, I wouldn't have problems with this. Okay, I need to rephrase this statement to not sound horrible.
Okay.
But a Nintendo system is typically leaned towards kids. Okay, fine. Then why are there so many godforsaken hentai games on the eShop?
No, I would agree with you on that. It's just like there's a little bit of weird
there have been
hypocrisy.
so many people that have made Nintendo Switch accounts specifically with a child protection on it. Meaning it was intended for children with parental controls. And you can still see the hentai on the eShop. Double fucking standards, Nintendo. I'm just saying, does this suck? Sure. But if you're going to be pushing this, maybe, just maybe, you deal with the whole hentai problem on your eShop.
You know that it's very one-sided.
And the eShop thing is not a Pritchard thing, by the way. That's been the case for the Switch since day one. So, I blame Nintendo in general for that one.
No, that's fair. I would say that's extremely fair. They had a bunch of AI waifu puzzle games on there too, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They absolutely do.
They probably do.
So, you have all the hentai stuff, but then you do LGBTQ+, you do this. It's like, Nintendo, what crowd are you catering to? I'm just saying. This is 100% cherry-pick censorship. Ratings are ratings. Yep. And this is going to hurt them even more. Because now we are in a year where this shit is not tolerated. Like the whole non-binary...
people will definitely call it out.
The non-binary shit, I'm sorry. This is coming to a point where it's not tolerated this year. When we started seeing it at the end, like, tail end of last year. People are done with this. People are sick of this. And because of the Ramageddon, because of all the AI bubble shit, people aren't going to go
I'm sorry,
buy
you call it the Ramageddon.
Ramageddon.
That's hilarious.
Because of that, people are not going to go buy a fucking Switch 2 for this.
I'd watch this cutscene game. Let me skip. All right, fine. Well, let me skip.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. People don't want this. You know what people want? They want Link destroying monsters and saving princesses. They want Mario jumping on Goombas in a 3D world.
I would agree with you.
Stop pandering and start making quality, you sons of bitches. You know, I had actual hope that, like, maybe a lot of the problems with the Switch 2 specifically was Nintendo corporate and not the developers. Now I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm ranting.
No, you are, but it's okay.
It frustrates me because, like, when I was doing Liza P as a great example, I had people come in my chat basically saying, "Hey, you know, you should make me, like, when you have all your banking stuff all set up and everything all just ready, you should do a throne thing where you put up a PS5 to have chat fun so you can play specifically, like, exclusives on stream."
Like what? What exclusive games are on the PS5 would you play?
Demon Souls remake, Astrobot, Bloodborne, exclusives.
Yeah, but you have PS4. You could play Bloodborne.
But I can't do Astrobot. I can't do Demon Souls. Like, again, I understand, like, why would you do that? Like, most of the things
That's just 2 games, my man. That's just 2 of them.
again.
Might as well save for a
Well, I know.
PS6.
I mean, I agree, but I think the point stands is I would actually approve that over buying a Switch 2 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sony's struggling for money right now.
They are.
Sony
yeah,
has
I
actually
would
been
agree.
kind of turning a little bit of a heel on some of this. Not all the way, but, you know, but we've always known Nintendo is so far behind the times that they're probably catching up to the 2020, 2021 era right now.
In terms of, like, what?
Well, like the non-binary shit.
Technology?
No,
Oh. That's
well,
just
no,
Japan in general.
well, no, not all Japan, especially with the new prime minister. This is quickly being faded out in Japan.
I mean, that's fair, but are you saying that Nintendo is just slow to be slow?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Again, so just emulate OG Demon Souls. That's probably what I'll do. I mean, I have a PS3, so I could buy OG Demon Souls if it's cheap enough.
Yeah, don't get, like, the remake. Just get the OG one. OG is always better anyway.
I agree, but the option is there.
I'm gonna be honest. If you make a throne, don't put up a PS5. Just put up there a better graphics card. Double up on graphics cards.
Why would I do that? I have the best graphic card from AMD right now.
Yeah, get another one
But why?
for your second computer. I don't know. Build a second computer.
Sorry, I just got sent this. Thank you, Zugs Wayne. So apparently this is a pre-order bonus for Pokepia.
What is that?
Chad,
Is
it's
that
a
a little
bush.
plant?
It's a fucking bush.
Yeah, but it, like, and it's cute though.
Right. Hold on. I'm curious about something. I'm gonna put this over here just so I don't click on anything I shouldn't. How much is Pokepia?
$70 probably.
$70.
$70 and you get a plant.
$70 you get a plant. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if that was like an Eevee plushie that you could put in your house, I think that'd be go much better.
Is it a real plant though? That's my question.
Who the fuck knows? Like, there's a comment right here from Legends of Illumia. I'm gonna bring this over here. We're pre-ordering this shit right now, and I'm like, but why? Jazz is rapidly approaching your elevation. Well, Jazz, take your time. You don't have to rush. The bush is probably non-binary. The bush is probably non-binary. You're right.
Did you know that actually plants do have genders,
Yes.
but can't be non-binary?
How much you want to bet there's some DEI in the Mario movie?
I hope not.
I'm not gonna say yes or no.
Just say I hope not.
I'll look at another soon-to-be dead MMO, just like Ashes of Creation. Pokepia is not an MMO. Pokepia is like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, but Pokemon. It's a life sim game.
Yeah.
But I think this is the point, though, is like, yeah, we have Ashes of Creation in the docket, Victus. We're going through smaller topics until Jazz gets here. But yeah, Ashes of Creation is in the docket for tonight.
That was pretty funny, by the way. When people started sending me that, and I was just like, oh, damn, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta respond to a message that I probably don't even need to respond to, but
I need more of my boy Toad. That's fair. Toad was pretty good in the movie, I'll be honest. Wasn't super duper annoying.
From what we've seen of the trailer, the movie looks fine. In fact, the movie even looks fun.
Yeah, it's a mix of World and Galaxy
World
and
2,
Odyssey.
Galaxy, and Odyssey.
A lot of movies all in one.
Yeah, I think it might be a little too much. Again, it feels like Nintendo wanted, like, Illumination wanted to do a proper sequel, and Nintendo was like, but what if Galaxy?
Mm-hmm. Just like, why Galaxy right now?
Yeah. So I'm a little worried that Nintendo is going to try and force it to be something that Illumination didn't want it to be yet.
Because, we'll see, I guess.
Well, because you got to remember as well that at the time when Mario 1 came out, we already had Sonic 1 and we were approaching Sonic 2.
Uh-huh.
So Paramount and Sega clearly had a vision for what they wanted to do. And Illumination probably wanted to follow a similar track record. But Nintendo being Nintendo...
Well, thing is, the Sonic movies kind of fit better. Because Sonic has a bit more of a definable timeline. Mario really doesn't.
This is very true. This is incredibly true. You are very correct. Sonic has actual stuff to be, like, mixed in.
Should have done Sunshine. With Bowser Jr., I would agree, because Bowser Jr. was unveiled in there.
Yeah, there's definitely elements of Sunshine as well, because you can see him using the paintbrush.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the paintbrush is in all of the games with Bowser Jr., though.
But the paintbrush originated in Sunshine.
Yeah. And?
Sonic is a better franchise. I agree. But that's mildly biased because I grew up with Sonic more than I grew up with Mario.
I like Zelda. He's one of the coolest characters in the universe.
Sorry, you said that and I recoiled. Next Mario movies are probably going to be the Koopa Links. I wouldn't be surprised. Here's what I do expect. If Mario 2 succeeds, which I do think it will succeed monetarily, we're going to get Luigi's Mansion as a movie.
I would hope so.
Again, I like the actors they chose for these characters. They do a really good job.
Here we go. They might need to cram in a lot for the short attention span.
That's the thing.
Sadly.
Yeah. Yes.
Should have gone with Sunshine first. I would agree with you on that, but that's just me. That's just me. I want that thing.
Here's the thing. I don't know if Bowser will be the main antagonist of Mario 2. And I don't even think Bowser Jr. is going to be the main antagonist of Mario 2.
I just want to know how they're going to introduce Bowser Jr. because
Well, no,
I mean, like, to be fair,
they
Bowser
already
Jr. is not really one that, like, is easy to explain in the Mario universe anyway.
yeah, he's not.
They just say that he's Peaches, and there ain't no way that makes sense.
Right. But because I was not expecting him to take the Mario 2 route, you know, Birdo and Meowster and other stuff like that, I almost wonder if maybe they will take a route from 2 and basically remove the whole Mario 2 is a dream thing and give us, I forget his name, the Toad guy
Uh-huh.
as like the main antagonist of the movie. That'd be cool. I'm
I don't
very
know.
down for that. I think
Good
overall,
question. Good question.
oh, okay. Wart, they could pull a Wart out of their ass. They absolutely could. I do think when it comes,
Please don't say that ever again.
Now to be
That's
fair,
disgusting.
I don't think if they did do that, Wart would be the final fight of the movie. I think that is still going to be Bowser
Mhm.
because Bowser. And in fact, hell, they could imply like Wart is a creation of Bowser Jr.'s from like the brush.
I guess we'll just have to
And
wait and see,
basically just
honestly.
kind of like a ploy to keep Mario and Luigi off of him so he can, you know, rescue his father.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do his thing.
I'm not saying they're going to do that. They're probably not going to do that. But it'd be fun if they did do that. And they won't use King Boo. That'd be cool. But they'll save King Boo for a Luigi's Mansion movie.
Uh-huh.
If they're smart, they will
Ward's
do
one of the
Mario
most neglected
RPG.
characters.
Huh? Oh, yeah, he
Our
is.
chat's saying he's one of the most neglected
Well,
characters.
they kind of fucked him because
Bless you.
Wart is the main antagonist of Mario 2, and Mario 2 is a dream sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So none of those characters are technically real.
I mean, is that really fucking it over, or if like that's just how the game works?
Right. Well, that's how the game works. But because of it, because Nintendo likes to like justify like, oh, like Mario Kart is Mario and friends, you know, having a party or doing a race or whatever, which implies that this is not a dream sequence, which means he cannot exist. So it's weird. I thought Peach being his mom was a lie by Bowser and Sunshine. Yes, it was. As far as we are aware, he does not have a known mother.
Yeah, not really.
There also is there's one more game that's a part of Mario 2 that we actually didn't mention. They're also kind of doing Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Story.
I feel like this you're just adding way too many things
No,
here.
we saw the babies.
I don't know. I just feel like you're adding way too many to add way too many. That's just me though. Could be wrong.
I mean, I'm just saying, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi are actively seen in the trailer. So.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like there's way too many things they're putting
I
in
agree.
this movie.
I feel like there is too many things, and that's my problem with it.
It's going to make it way too much.
Uh-huh.
That's my problem with it. Sorry, I'm opening up some.
No, you are.
What are these called? Vienna figures.
His mom is Chibi Doki.
Oh gosh. That's like a crime against humanity. Although that would make a lot of sense now that I think about it.
But yeah, chat, that's Nintendo right now. Nintendo is shooting themselves in the foot and is probably going to make the 2026 even worse. In fact, some people even think that Nintendo will raise the price of the Switch 2 again.
Because of RAM shortages?
Uh-huh. Well, RAM shortages, they're not selling games because their games are shit, and they got to make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
And if the only thing to make a profit is consoles, guess what?
What?
Wow, your brain is slow. They're going to raise the price of the console if that is the only thing they're selling.
That's very mean.
Well, it was obvious.
And can't wait for the next console. I don't know.
Well, we're not going to see a new generation for a while. Because of the Rampocalypse, we're just not going to.
I feel like that could change though, based off of China making their own RAM.
I doubt it.
Did you not see that video by Nexus?
No.
You didn't? That's a good. Oh, dude, you need to watch that video. I did hand it to you. I don't know if you want to watch it tonight, but it's. Listen. They are already at the point where they're offering RAM. Let me see if I can find a clip for it. Hold on a moment.
Occo brain tired, no work. Occo got mind broken by Tectone. Fair. Cheap Chinese RAM will have cheap Chinese performance. Yep. Pretty much.
But the question is whether or not it is cheap.
Oh boy, Chinese RAM, my favorite. So. I like how I mentioned the whole cat thing, and she's asleep right now, which is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll is going to be in a kids movie? Who's Jelly Roll? Did I miss the tech part? Yes. So you will have to go back to the beginning of Occo's stream to see the Tectone stuff. As of this moment, we are in the Dogwave portion of Occo's stream.
I like how it took you a moment. It's your own thing.
It's my own thing.
Anyway, I can't find anything about it right now, but I read somewhere that like the prices that they were charging for RAM, like compared to RAM that costs like $300 to $500, they were only charging $100 to $200.
Right. So I have to ask, what collaborations like with other indie games would you expect to see from Balatro? Like Balatro in other indie games, not other indie games in Balatro.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. Is there any you can think of off the top of your head?
Well, the ones that I'm thinking of, they've already done.
Okay. All right, understood. So about that, there's a Dead by Daylight collaboration coming for Balatro.
That makes no sense.
So apparently it is a skin for the unknown, and it's Jimbo as like a skin.
The unknown, the trans.
I'm not actually sure which one the unknown is. I don't.
The unknown is the unknown is the one that was voiced by a trans actor who voiced both the male and the female counterparts of it.
Okay.
Which is why it was so funny, because it could play both a male and a female side, and it could disguise itself as both a male and a female side. That's why it's so funny.
Okay. So yeah. So yeah. Jimbo is coming.
Oh, Vic just sent me the thing I wanted.
Oh, good. The one that got upset about it being trans?
Yes.
So
here, I shared it with you.
Then that makes this even funnier. Because now they've said the trans character is a fucking clown.
Yeah. So this is from Pirate Nation, so you can take it with a grain of salt. But their new RAM company, CXMT, is selling RAM at only $138, where the average price is $300 to $400.
Okay.
It's a 32 gig DDR4 3200 ECC server RAM modules at $138, and they're selling it through Alibaba.
Okay.
Now, obviously, you would have to compare for like the kind of RAM that you want, and I don't know. As a tech person, maybe I'm at the point where I could start saying, "Hey, maybe this year for like a business expense, I'll to make a video, I just like make a computer and test the Chinese RAM, see how good it is, and then let you on the computer to see how good it is, you know?
Fair.
Because if it's that cheap for RAM, it's server RAM. Yeah, but we don't know what else they're making. They could be making if they are a RAM manufacturing company, they could be pursuing RAM for all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't really know what the big difference between server RAM and regular RAM is. Thank you for the 5. Thank you. Thank you, Zal. I appreciate it. I think you're a little behind, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Corn dogs are done.
Are they?
They are done. Corn dogs
Okay.
are gone. Dog has consumed food. So Balatro actually had a comment about this, which is really funny. Here.
Okay.
So they replied saying, Step 1, make a silly little card game. Step 2, sell a bunch of copies. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 4, Dead by Daylight collab. Like, the Balatro devs don't care about a controversy. They just want funny.
Well, they probably don't even know that there's controversy related to all of it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Exactly. So, I mean, I have no problem with this. I actually think this is really cool. Like, instead of creating, because when I first saw this, I didn't.
I think it's funny, is what it is.
I didn't
honestly.
realize this was a skin. I actually thought they were just making Jimbo into a killer in Dead by Daylight, and I'm like, oh, that's
yeah,
interesting. I'm not disapproving of a collab like that, but as a skin, that actually works much better.
People don't realize that the big RAM brands are using the SODIMM and DIMM chips in their modules for the past 6 years. So if you have those models, you've already been using Chinese RAM for quite a few years. It's just not a Chinese brand. That's fair. Basic interface, server RAM is not computed with most consumer motherboards. That's fair.
Don't search up Winnie the Pooh or your Chinese RAM will brick itself.
Oh, gosh.
Don't search up Tiananmen Square with Chinese RAM installed.
Well, again, the question would be then, okay, how much would it be for non-server based RAM? Because even though server based RAM is would probably be a different price, I have to wonder how cheap their normal consumer based RAM would be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's all of the shit we have
right.
for Wuling.
That's what that one was. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We'll talk about this. I know this one has some people up in a little bit of a tizzy. Speaking of Rampocalypse, a streamer caught their 4090 melting while streaming and playing Mobile Rivals. I put it in Dogwave suggestions.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, some guy kept his computer on while his graphics card wiring was like on fire. Well, not on fire, but like gassing, and it's just like yeah, that was really bad. I don't know why he didn't turn off the computer as soon as he saw it. I would have been like, you know what? Maybe this is a bad thing to keep on.
Where's Jazz at? So Jazz is at work, or at least he's on his way home. So that's the reason why we're kind of going through smaller topics before we jump into the bigger topics.
Yeah, he'll get here eventually.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait.
The man had a life.
I mean, are you saying that you and I both don't have lives?
Not today, we don't.
I disagree. I have a life. I actually went outside to the gas station today Ooh, pipes. That looks cool.
Sorry, Chip.
Sorry. I was just like literally this game introduced like update 3 from Satisfactory, and I'm very interested in it. Listen, I'm very excited for when Enfield decides to add trains from Satisfactory as well, and then I
Holy
can be
shit.
autistic about trains.
Sorry, that was infinitely funnier than it should have been. Because it was like, I have a life. I went to the gas station. Ooh, pipes.
Sorry.
Ooh,
Listen.
shiny.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not like normal other autistic people. I've gotten to the point where just sitting and playing video games all day gets kind of boring, and so I do actually do other shit. And so it's just like I can't wait. So tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is when I first get up, I'm gonna try and get up at like 10, because I'm up till 3 now most nights because I journal and then clean and do other stuff. But I'm gonna go to fucking Home Depot. I'm gonna get some screws for my fucking server rack, and then I might go to another store and just look around a little bit. And then I'm gonna come home and play around with my server rack and see if I can get started with testing my Raspberry Pi and stuff. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been waiting for that to happen, but I had to fix my fucking 3D printer, and now that my 3D printer is doing what it's supposed to, like a normal 3D printer, and I love it so much, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Fair.
I love my 3D printer.
Jingle the factory sim in front of Occo.
Factory sim with anime girls.
I mean, to be fair, like that's Enfield. Is like it's a factory sim with big titted women.
Yeah, but the factory sim is like really just half of it. Like the more I realize, the more it's just like half of it is exploring and doing quests, half of it is doing the factory sim. But with the factory sim, you really only seem to have interest in it when there's something you want to build for it. Like for me, it was like, okay, I need like medical supplies. But in order to do the medical supplies, I need more power, because without the power, then it becomes an issue. And also because what?
No, sorry, Simon. Akko's gonna play with her rack.
Yes, I am gonna play with the rack. I want to add actual computers to it so that I actually can like do stuff to it.
Chat, you heard it here first. Akko wants to really go into the cyberpunk augmentation and add tech to her tits.
It's not what I was going for, man. You're just being dirty.
Yes.
That temp is being weird.
You do realize that you've been saying rack, right?
Yeah. And you're the one making it weird.
I'm the weird one.
Yeah, you're the weird one.
Anyway,
so I'm gaslighting him. I need to get out the whiteboard.
Why are you so hyped to go to Home Depot tomorrow? Because it's Home Depot.
Exactly. It's the men's store. Why aren't you hyped to go to Home Depot? You not a man? The wrong thing.
I'm not answering that question because that one feels like a fucking trap.
You don't say.
I work 51 hours every day, and online conversations is the most social interaction I get nowadays.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm a little frustrated. I'm not hanging out, in calls with friends more often than I do. Than I should.
We definitely did, like back during COVID.
Yeah. We absolutely did. There are 2 great racks on stream. I know.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm gonna put that back on. Temp outing himself as the bottom of a mug. Guess what we got? Cave Up Demon Hunters and Cross Furby for some reason.
Imagine not being excited for Home Depot. It's like that Weird Al song, The Hardware Store. You got to get excited to go to the hardware store, man. Got to be excited for it, you know?
Indeed. It's because you like the head pats. Yay! Oh. It's a jazz.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Oh.
Wow.
Do I not have Boogie?
I couldn't think of a really good intro, so I just kind of freeballed it.
I need to fix this. I don't have your Fuki on my thing.
Oh shit! Should I switch to the other one?
No, you're fine. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Uh,
it's just whatever's on now, I guess.
Oh.
That'll do.
It do.
Anyway,
Oh,
I
it do.
apologize.
Oh, you are
I-
fine.
I'm a little bit late. It is 8:05. I did say 8 o'clock, but it's 8:05. I'm 5 minutes late. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You're
But
fine.
but you know what? I guess it could have been worse. It could have been 8:06
Exactly.
or 8:07.
The latent gay has arrived.
The late and gay has arrived. Agreed.
Uh,
It's very
how-
mean of you, though.
how was your week, Jazz?
They didn't catch it, chat, by the way.
No. No, we didn't.
I wonder if anyone in chat got it.
Thoughts on High Guard, if any? I don't think
Oh, fuck.
any
Oh.
of us have played High Guard.
Oh, compulsory high guard Steam DB check. Hang on, wait a minute.
Did you actually play High Guard a little bit?
I did not. No.
Oh, High Guard is popular today, apparently. Players right
Uh,
now, 9,000.
That's not horrible, but that's about
you know,
no. You know what sucks
it
is
is-
Destiny has about that many players, and I don't know if that's a bad thing for High Guard or a good thing for Destiny.
It is lower than I like the day before yesterday when I checked high guard numbers. It was like 11,000. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that's still pretty shit. It's not as shit as Concord.
Imagine being
Yeah, we
less
can
than
at least say
Destiny
that.
2. What's Destiny 2 at?
I believe like before death, Concord was at like 500, 600 players on Steam or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Destiny
Oh,
2
no,
is
Destiny.
15,000 on Steam
Some
right now.
goofy shit.
So High Guard is below Destiny.
Yes, but Destiny being at the place it's at is like very sad for them. And
The
then
5v
Deadlock is just at a consistent 70,000.
Deadlock, a
That's
game that hasn't even been officially announced yet.
Yeah, that's damn.
And you have to be invited by other players to play the game. You cannot just go download it.
The 5v5 mode helped. Wow, damn, did it? Almost like they should have just had that in when they dropped the game in the first place, for fuck's sake.
Some people
God
actually
damn.
did credit the dev team saying, we at least know they can work under pressure because the time it took to get a 5v5 mode in the game is quite impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is, it would have been more impressive if it was just in there when they released the game. The way
Yeah.
it should have been. Why the fuck would they make it 3v3? What the like?
At least it's, I don't know if it's better or worse than FromSoft because FromSoft actively came out and like, oh, we overlooked a duos mode in Night Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That's
In their defense,
frustrating.
that was pretty rough too. But I don't expect much from FromSoft in terms of multiplayer.
No, I
really
don't either.
So FromSoft's always been a little with the multiplayer. So,
well, that's probably why they're doing
Yeah.
it now. Like, Night
I'm
Rain.
really, and that is good. That is good. But what I'm hoping is that the next like mainline Souls game
Mhm.
just goes ahead and takes a leaf out of fucking Lords of the Fallen's book, right? Because they just have like fully integrated, complete story mode multiplayer in Lords of the
Right.
Fallen, right? Like you get your friend in there, and you don't get fucking kicked out when you kill a boss, right? You don't get cut off from certain areas of the game. You just play through the whole fucking game with a friend in one go, without having to like reconnect every fucking time you clear like one part of the map, right? Like it's the fuck's sake. How did it take this long for somebody to think maybe this would be a good idea? Maybe
Yeah.
the people who enjoy the multiplayer of these games would appreciate this. Like fucking come
Yeah.
on.
But you know what? I would rather FromSoft focus on making a quality game and not focus on the multiplayer. And maybe like if the multiplayer has problems, tune it up afterwards.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Also, 5 co-op armored core game like AC5 Verdict Day.
Oh my
Yeah, they made
God.
that. They made that. It's called Mecha Break. Go play it.
Or Mech Warrior.
Nobody plays Mecha Break, sadly.
I know, but it's pretty good actually.
I actually wanted to bring this up. It's gonna be a quick one. Markiplier's Iron Lung was #1 domestically on its opening day with $9 million. The film has already made at least
Okay.
3 times its production budget.
That is
Okay, so
hilarious.
I feel like we've been talking for years about how like content creators are gradually replacing like traditional actors.
Mhm.
Right, and it's like, yeah,
Slowly.
no, this is the fucking like this is the accelerationist like, kind of approach to this at that point, right? Like Markiplier, the fucking biggest content, well, one of the biggest content creators in the world, is just straight up making movies now, and the movies are fucking crushing it. Like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Like,
Point A to point B, get fucked.
I've heard the movie is not like the best thing ever, but it's like a
Mhm.
B level horror flick. Like, it's fun.
Oh yeah,
but-
yeah,
So
it's
it's
probably like
my
most of the interest is probably just people who already watched Markiplier
Exactly.
and like him. You know?
Yeah.
it's my understanding that Markiplier played this because it's based off of a video game. He played this video game and was like, you know what, I can make this into a movie, and then he made it into a movie, and it's doing so well that allegedly it's being hidden from the general public. I heard, or like
Wait,
the box office results are being hidden
Yeah.
from the public.
In fact,
Oh, okay,
I
see what you're
know
saying.
Razor actually. I think he had a stream plan today. I could be wrong on that, but he
Yeah.
basically canceled a stream for today to go see Iron Lung because at least at his theater it was being removed. Like his
Really?
time in
What?
the theater was just
Why?
done already.
Why? Huh?
That I
Why?
don't know.
Okay, that's fucking
But
weird. But
if that is,
I tell you what though. I believe, fucking tinfoil hatting a bit here, but I believe that this whole thing is Markiplier just trying to make a path into getting himself into fucking Five Nights 3.
Mhm.
Right? He missed out on 1 and 2. This is but like now he's gotten an in. Right? Now he's Hollywood, so he can get in there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be in Five Nights 3.
Yep. As one of the animatronics, by the way.
I could see it.
You gotta give him vitamin H7.
It's just gonna be that fucking Meat Canyon video, right? You
Oh,
have to your
God.
fucking milk.
You know,
Milk
Meat
in your
Canyon
bones.
actually did something recently.
I love that video so much. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Meat Canyon actually did a
Mhm.
trailer for Eugenics for Edmund McMillan.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Interesting.
So I haven't watched that one yet, but he did. And it was a few months ago he did that one.
Mhm.
Speaking of chat, Eugenics comes out on next Tuesday.
Remind me what Mugenics is again?
Breed your cats and take them to hell to destroy demons.
I mean, cats are pretty good
Sound-
at
That sounds
anti-demon
awesome.
fighting.
Hang the fuck on. Let me look this up. This is on Steam?
It's on Steam, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Here, let me bring up Eugenics.
Yeah. Let me have a look.
It sounds pretty. It sounds like cats versus demons. I could believe that.
Here, I'm gonna play the trailer for
What seems to
people
be
who
going
don't.
on?
Oh, in
Give it
fact,
a
this is the
5.
Meat Canyon trailer. So it's on stream. So either
I
of
see
you
it.
want to watch it, okay?
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Yeah, I think my cat's sick. Yeah, he's got a broken
Jesus.
neck. He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kandarian demon.
What was that last
He's
one?
taken a shotgun to the face a couple times.
What?
He's got rabies, I'm pretty sure, and he's made a deal with the devil. He was stabbed repeatedly in the neck, chest, face, and hair. He's incredibly dehydrated. He has depression. Who doesn't nowadays, right? He appears to have a conjoined twin. I don't really. He has a gambling addiction. He was probed by aliens. He was mauled by a large headless beast. His tail appears to be growing a head. He has ADHD. He got into a fight with a dog.
Eugenics, coming to Steam February 10th, 2020.
So
That's not horrible.
yeah.
Okay. I'm in.
So basically,
I'm sold.
You
Let's
are
list this real
basically breeding cats, leveling them up, and using items. Again, for people who do not know, Edmund McMillan is the creator of The Binding of Isaac.
Yes.
So
Yep, this tracks. This absolutely tracks.
expect insanity.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Uh,
between this and that fucking indie game I saw the other day where it's just like fishing with guns, I'm gonna have some good time on Steam soon.
Is that Gerard? No.
I can't remember what that fucking game is called though. Did I bookmark it? Hope I did.
Really quickly on the
Yeah.
Markiplier movie, I wanted to respond to this super The fact that removing the movie from theaters and hiding the numbers means tortious interference in my book. Markiplier might have to sue. Maybe.
Now, to be
I
fair,
have no idea.
we don't know if they're removing it from theaters because of it's out doing other stuff, or if there was because it's like a time limited thing. Because if you also consider anime movies also do not sit in theaters for very long either. So maybe
wasn't Infinity Castle in theaters for a good bit?
it was, but I also am pointing to Dragon Ball Super, Broly, and Superhero. Neither of them were in theaters very long, and it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but I mean, that was also, I feel like that was when they were really starting to try, doing anime movies in theaters. So maybe they just got the shit into the stick because they were like the first to really, give it a go.
It's a time limited thing. He said in his stream that it's only for 1 week. Yeah. So if that is the case, then it's the time limit's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think he's got to sue. Hiding numbers is one thing, but the removal from theaters, it's just the time limit is up.
Oy, man.
Maybe they gave him a limited run for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is pretty cool though, and the fact that he's seeing some solid success on it, that's awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder how long until the Asmongold movie,
That's never going to happen. It's going to be an AI movie. I will say, as a YouTuber, I'm not really interested in making my own movie. I just want to make dope content on YouTube itself. I think some people aspire too far, but it's nice that he is doing as well as he is.
What about like an animated YouTube series?
I mean, I'm already animated, so
1 week, but it came out on the 30th. That doesn't add up. No, that doesn't add up. That's weird.
I don't know, like if I could fund like a sort of like YouTube mini series of just like shenanigans among my like VTuber friend group, I absolutely would. That sounds like it'd be amazing.
I mean, technically, I could be wrong. Isn't Mythic doing something like that with other?
Yes,
talents?
but I'm going to be honest with you. They should stop because a lot of the people that they included in that video, some of them are in controversy right now. Like the Curry guy.
It doesn't change the fact that they're doing it with their own talents.
Yeah, that's a bad idea, in my personal opinion.
Let's see how it goes.
It's just funny that the Curry guy is in that video, and then a little bit later he gets revealed. And a lot of those other people are in controversy, like Shy Lily.
All right. I think
Shy Lily.
The Cinder.
Oh, right. I remember now. Wait, still? Wasn't that like months ago?
She prolonged it into New Year's by talking about it on New Year's.
Ah, I see. Well,
basically saying, I was right, and nobody believed me, even though that's not true.
Womp womp, I guess. Christ.
Yeah.
So I think it's time we get into one of the big topics of tonight. Valve faces a $900 million lawsuit in the UK over Steam pricing and commissions. The lawsuit,
I'm gonna be honest. Go ahead, finish.
The lawsuit claims Valve abused its Steam monopoly to impose unfair prices.
I'm gonna be honest. They really don't have to do anything about this. They could be threatened with no longer having service in that country, but they could just say, okay, whatever.
So,
and then the country.
I'm just like, can we elaborate on the unfair prices? Because like, unfair to who exactly? Like to the developers who make these games? Because that's what it feels like sometimes.
So we're gonna
right when they're like every other fucking day there's a sale with like 90% off of whatever the fuck game. Right? Like, what do you mean unfair prices? God, like the UK just more retarded every week. Every week it's something new. Christ.
Valve will now have to defend a $656 million lawsuit in the UK after tribunal ruled that the case against Steam can proceed to a full trial. The decision was made by the Competition Appeal Tribunal, which rejected Valve's attempt to block the claim from moving forward. The lawsuit accuses Valve of abusing its dominant position in the PC gaming market through the operation of Steam, leading to unfair prices per the BBC. The claim was filed in 2024 by digital rights campaigner Vicky Shotbolt. There are rumors, by the way, I do not have verification of this, but there are rumors that Vicky Shotbolt is a part of Collective Shout.
Of course. Listen,
Always.
tell you what. The way the UK leadership is moving right now, give it like a couple of months and just send them a few goats, and we can smooth it over that way. That'd be fine.
So, again, I'm not sure, but if this is Collective Shout at the head of this,
I do think that they are upset because they didn't succeed in everything that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And they've just been kind of like a pill on the gaming industry.
Yep.
I knew the name sounded specific. Yeah. I can't claim that one as certainty because that is a rumor. But I would believe it.
It's like it's just pattern recognition at this point, right?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
On behalf of up to 14 million Steam users in the UK, it alleges that Valve uses restrictive contractual terms to control how and where PC games are sold, limiting publishers' ability to offer lower prices or earlier releases on rival storefronts.
Bless you.
That is wrong. That is wrong. I mean, all the other stores just suck shit. Like that's all it is.
No,
that is
you
literally
are
the only thing. That's the only thing that's actually happening here is that every other storefront on PC fucking sucks.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be getting into that because a certain opposing CEO had to open his mouth.
Oh, please tell me it's fucking what's it called? Oh god,
Epic?
it sucks so much I can't even remember. Yeah, that one.
It is.
Please tell me it's
actually.
Epic Game Store.
It's Tim
Yeah.
fucking Sweeney.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's poetry.
According to the
Fucking hell.
filing, Steam's rules also require players who purchase a base game on the platform to buy all associated downloadable content through Steam. The lawsuit argues this practice effectively locks users into Valve's ecosystem and enables the company to charge commissions of up to 30%, costs that are ultimately passed on to consumers. The collective action covers UK customers who have bought games or add-on content on Steam or other PC platforms since 2018. If successful, the case could result in compensation being paid to affected users. The action is being supported by law firm Milberg London LLP. Valve has argued that the case should not be certified to proceed to trial, but the tribunal ruled that the claims were sufficient to move ahead. Valve has been contacted for comment. The lawsuit follows earlier scrutiny of Valve's business practices with a separate consumer case also filed against the company in the United States. Steam, which launched in 2003, remains the largest digital storefront for PC gamers. Industry data from VG Insights estimate that more than 19,000 games were released on the platform in 2025, generating $11.7 billion in revenue, underlining the scale of the market at the center of the legal challenge. So,
okay, yeah, well, I guess that's the long and short of it. Now, also, I put it in chat. Victus pointed out that GOG is a good storefront, and yeah, I do hear that. So
GOG
you
is
know,
alright,
we'll exclude that one. GOG is okay. I need to check it out. Honestly, I've never actually bothered to check it out, but I hear good things, so maybe I can go check that out sometime.
now it's not in the docket, but GOG did come under some scrutiny this week because they are
really?
actually running a sale on their storefront. And on the banner for the sale is an AI generated image. And oh no!
Oh god.
Oh no.
Fucking.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. I'm so past like even pretending to care at this point.
Yeah.
Like, when it's just like when it's something this like minuscule, right? Like it's the goddamn like lamppost in Claire Obscure all over again. Like who gives a shit? It's just like some tiny little like fucking graphic on a website. Nobody cares. Nobody actually gives a shit. Like it's fashionable to pretend you care. It is, but like nobody actually cares this much about something this small.
Yeah.
Come the fuck
It's not just
on.
something that might be worth looking into.
Okay.
Yeah, the AI social media service.
What?
Did you have that in the docket to talk about?
No, I didn't. I know Ava talked about it though. Was it Ava or
Did you
was
want
it
to talk
Mizu?
about it?
We
I have
can,
no idea.
but we'll get through the Valve stuff first. I'm not gonna just deviate and.
Oh yeah. Might
Of course
as
you
well.
should.
Don't be like the Offensive Charm podcast where we fucking lose the thread every like 5 seconds.
It
Fair.
makes it amazing.
GOG has no DRM measures on the games. You can download those and install them whenever you choose. Yep. That's why GOG is good. Hold on. Magma, that's the exact same link that Occo sent me.
LOL.
Thanks for sending it, though.
It must mean we definitely have to talk about it.
So, this user, Ryan Fleury, I don't even know what he does. He's a debugger at Rad Game Tools. Saying, games have never been cheaper. And if you could even claim that... Oh, this is not even on screen. You could claim that Valve has a monopoly on game distribution. They don't. They are in that position because they've done an excellent job providing good and often free services to players. Saying, if Valve's 30% transaction fee is so outrageous, it's not, then others simply provide alternatives. Then others can provide alternatives and charge less. If players still don't want those alternatives, it's for a reason. The higher prices they see are worthwhile for the various services involved, so the alternatives need to also compete on quality. That isn't an unlawful monopoly. That is a competitive service provided at an acceptable rate for developers and players alike. A competitor can undercut that price, but they have to actually do a good job providing an alternative. It is completely absurd to involve the government to punish Valve.
Yeah, like this definitely like smacks of overreach.
It does. I literally can't use my Epic Games DLC or Xbox DLC or Game Pass DLC or Ubisoft. Okay, on any other platform than that platform. How can they even use that as an offense when it's the default? Well, Victus is
really
asking the
quickly.
question that everyone is asking.
Yeah, really quickly. Noir says, I love GOG. The only reason I don't use it more is my bank always thinks it's fraud because it charges through polls.
Yeah!
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a thing. That is very,
That's
very
kind
much
of funny. Well, yeah. It's just, yeah, that is just at the end of the day, long and short of it is that Steam just has the best kind of setup for this whole thing, and people like having all their shit in one place. So, and at this point, it's been cemented so long in that place that it's going to be extremely difficult, even for like a good service, to upend Steam at this point. Like,
yeah.
it's like trying to compete with fucking YouTube. Like, what are you supposed to do? Where do you even start in that fight?
Exactly. So, Tim Sweeney, Mr. Wonderful CEO of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, responded to Ryan Fleury, saying Steam's rules do explicitly prohibit games from steering players to competing purchase methods, forcing everyone to pay 30% to Valve. Apple and Google did the same until the court explicitly found this practice to be unlawful. Now they don't. There was a community note on this, and some people will notice a trend on a lot of these posts, that there's a lot of community notes on a lot of Tim's posts for this topic.
Oh, of course.
Saying, district and circuit courts rejected Epic's Sherman Act claims on distribution, exclusivity, mandatory IAP, and anti-steering. Epic only won on anti-steering based on California's state law. Steam is not a walled garden, so the anti-steering theory / remedy doesn't map cleanly into it.
Lamau.
And they actually
I think it's
angry towards them. It's hilarious.
I also think it's really funny that this bitch ass crybaby would bring up exclusivity in any like why would you bring that up at all considering how Epic Game Store gets down with that shit. I'm pissed off because fucking actually I'm not because I play on console, but I know the PC players are pissed off at Lords of the Fallen 2 because it's going to be an Epic Game Store exclusive.
Yep.
Because they offer them a shit ton of money to make it an exclusive for ever. I don't know if it's gonna be for like a year, forever, but yeah, he does that shit all the time.
I know.
There's an extended history.
I know. I looked into it when you were doing your podcast the other day, and I specifically pointed out that it's being published by Epic, which means if it's being
Mm.
published by Epic and funded by Epic, it is probably not leaving the platform in the same vein that Alan Wake 2 is not.
Okay, yeah, it sucks. That sucks for people who want to play on PC. Obviously, again, not really an issue for me, but yeah, I feel for the PC players on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Having to interact with Epic Game Store is that's just unfortunate, you know.
Yeah. Indeed.
I would like to bring up the cat again, chat. She has decided to wake up from her nap. As a reminder for new people jumping in, it has taken me a long time to get this cat in a kennel, to get her to go to the vet to get fixed. And I got her in a kennel, and she's behaving. So if you hear a cat, she's in the kennel, and I can't let her out, because if I do, that opportunity is gone. She's well taken care of. She's fine. You just might hear her meowing.
Meow.
I did hear it.
Yeah.
Just making a little bit of a fuss.
A little bit of a fuss. She doesn't like the kennel, but she's okay.
Well, who would like a kennel? Let's be real
Exactly.
here.
So right now the Grammys are going on. And you
Mhm.
know Heidi Klum, right? She
No.
was one of the announcers
Vaguely?
for it was she was one of the announcers for Project Runway. Somebody shared an image of her when she showed up, and she literally just looks like she showed up as an uncooked chicken. I can't show this picture on stream because her nipples are literally out there. Is that
Oh, yeah.
I think she's like literally just wearing latex.
I am curious. You can just DM it.
Yeah, I'll DM it to you.
Here,
But it looks like
Okay.
she's literally just like wearing latex, and her nipples are just right there for
Yeah.
everybody to see.
Oh, what the fuck? Like it almost looks like she's just kind of like covered in like paint.
Someone
almost.
even
Like, what?
said she looked like
what
an
the hell
uncooked
is-
chicken.
What the fuck is this
Like I said,
material? Like,
I'm pretty sure that's latex right there.
Yeah, it looks like latex.
And like, why would you go with that color? That is bizarre. That is just so fucking like. It's again, you know what? Fair is fair. It's not the dumbest thing I've seen a celebrity wear to one of these events, but like,
No,
It's
I
got-
heard
it's
one
gotta be-
celebrity.
it's gotta be up there. No,
I heard
yeah,
allegedly one
it's gotta be up there.
celebrity like was wearing nipple clamps as part of their dress.
I remember like I always whenever I see some shit like this, I always think of that one guy who like showed up to a red carpet event in like a fucking like Roblox suit. Right? It was like just a bunch of like squares. Like he looked like a Roblox character. I forget who the fuck it was. I think it was like a rapper.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's like I always think of that one because that's got to be one of my favorites. I don't know, man. If I was like stupid rich and I was just like, and like the point of these things was to try and like stand out and get a little more like, you know, gossip and whatnot going on about me, I might wear some stupid shit. I don't know what exactly, but I might take the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I might get a homie and like we could show up as like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy or some shit. I don't know. Like, it's just something silly. I could do that. That'd be fun. Ugh.
Reminder, Tep needs 3 more subs to reach 800. That is correct, Magma. Thank you
Hey,
for the reminder. Chat, if you enjoy the content I create, I greatly appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord as it
Chat,
is.
help Temp reach 800.
I noticed. I noticed you removed the jacket as you were saying that.
I didn't even think about that, but yes. Yes.
Temp. Really trying to whore yourself out here like an OnlyFans woman.
We were
I think
talking
I'm gonna have a tectone moment right now.
Oh.
Honestly, I was just more like taken aback by how like thin your shoulders are. I don't know, is that just me? They're very thin shoulders.
Might just be you.
I mean,
don't know.
that's just psycho models.
Yeah, fair enough.
Poor cat. I know. It sucks. I wish she could come out of the kennel, but if I let her out, I'm not going to get the opportunity to take her to the vet again for a long time, and she needs to go get fixed. So, if you hear the kennel rattling, she's trying to get out because she doesn't want to be there, and I don't want her to be in there, but she has to stay in there.
Somebody said you actually got 2 more subs.
Let's go!
All right, the pants next.
No, there's no toggle for that. I'm not Ava.
Wow. Like chat observe the fact that
Damn.
the reason given was because there was no toggle. If there was one, I
He
just
is
fucking
right,
bet
Tim.
He is
We
right.
know that.
He is right. It wasn't even conscious of it. A natural.
Open your window. I'm nearly finished. Oh gosh.
Oh no. Anyway,
you.
so Tim Sweeney
Okay,
said
sorry,
this, and he's kind of got clowned on, and then he replied. Currently, there's a misleading community note on this. Yes,
fake news.
you can
Fake
buy
news.
Steam keys off Steam. Once you own a game, Steam forces developers to use Steam payments for all in-game purchases and pay 30%. This is the practice courts found illegal for Apple and Google.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And even sources Valve's own documentation where it says, for any in-game purchases, you'll need to use the microtransaction API so Steam customers can only make purchases from the Steam wallet. You can learn more about this at this page. You can use the Steam wallet to purchase individual items or to purchase your in-game currency. Okay. And he went on to reply saying, the prior misleading community note has been replaced with a bogus, legally confused community note. Epic v. Apple and Epic v. Google cases found those stores' anti-steering provisions to be unlawful. Apple under the Unfair Competition Law, Google under the Sherman Act. There was another community note on this tweet saying, the Google case that Epic won involved broader antitrust violations. The Apple case found no federal antitrust liability, anti-steering included. Epic's anti-steering win is California state law. It is relevant context when making anti-steering legality claims across platforms.
It's just, I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen somebody just get pieced up by fucking community notes like this.
And he's claiming these are bogus community notes, by the way.
Just getting absolutely fucking Dempsey rolled over here about this shit.
These community notes are linking to actual court documents.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like I wanted, I was hoping you'd scroll down his next post and just say nuh-uh. Fuck you mean nuh-uh.
Finally, the fifth community note is true, but the community note simply confirms exactly what I said. Congratulations, community note team. And now there's a misleading community note on my post pointing out a misleading community note.
Oh my gosh, I fucking hate him.
Steam's own policy requires their payment with their 30% fee on all in-game purchases. Developers who take this note's advice will be thrown off Steam. And then he made a tweet saying, and it's gone. Motherfucker.
I love how he's like just trying to watch it all the time. That's hilarious.
Yeah, this is a level of obsessed, and I'm like, why do you... So, he's
the CEO of Epic Games Store. I imagine that like he's haunted by the spirit of Gabe. Like it just keeps him up at night. Right? Like he just sees Gabe's face every time he closes his eyelids to sleep.
He looks like iDubbbz.
Damn, that's brutal.
I mean...
He kind of does. Holy shit.
Kind of does look like iDubbbz.
It's fun.
So, obviously, he's been getting clowned on.
Also, his hair is interesting.
His hair is
like it's like little spider legs coming down from the middle there, just in all directions. That's certainly a choice.
So, he got a reply to one of his many posts, coping and seething, saying, no, they literally don't. Steam's parity rules only apply to game keys, which state the same sale should be applied to Steam or on Steam after a reasonable amount of time. And actually linked to a partner.steamgames.com document talking about this, where it says it's okay to run a discount for Steam keys on different stores at different times, as long as you plan to give a comparable offer to Steam customers within a reasonable amount of time.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Just saying.
I like Zen Master's comment.
Gabe
Yeah.
is just astral projecting his spirit onto Tim's room every night and just sitting there menacingly. Oh god, let me find the post. I didn't want to glow like this tonight, but I have to. Gabe Newell Epstein.
Oh gosh.
What? I'm sorry. Huh?
It's from Pirate Nation.
It'll make sense. Don't worry.
Gabe Newell was not in the Epstein files again, and
Oh,
it's just Gabe
okay.
Newell with this, and it's just like, imagine this is what Tim Sweeney sees when he goes to bed. It's just Gabe.
Tim Sweeney on the Epstein files?
I don't know. I have no idea. But apparently Gabe isn't in them.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying, like, you know the
Love how-
meme of Captain America of like in Spider-Man 1 where he grabs a chair and he sits down and it's like, so you've done this again. And I just imagine it's just that, but it's Gabe Newell.
Yeah. That's great. Also, I neither here nor there, but I love the fact that Gabe is very gradually becoming Santa.
He's actually lost a lot of weight.
Has he really?
I mean,
Yes.
But he's still kind of pudgy though,
Good.
so he could still be a Santa.
Oh, he could. Look at this lad. Lord gave him. Exactly. And he's so happy.
He is. He's doing great. He's lived a great life.
So you're in detention again. Just imagine that it's like, so you're angry at me again. It's just,
Again.
you can't compete with me again.
So-
Again.
So your PC gaming platform's losing to me again. That's crazy.
Gabe is too much of a fish.
Have you thought?
autistic.
Have you thought about making it better? Have you thought about making it good?
Moot was referenced in the Epstein files, but not Gabe Newell. This is hilarious.
Indeed it is.
Oh, Gabe is too much of a fish autist to hang out with Epstein. Very true.
Also, wait, what was that shit I saw? Like, was that yesterday or earlier today? With like, apparently, fucking Epstein was getting around on like the fucking like Yuri, Reddit.
Yuri
Yeah, he
Reddit,
was.
Threads or some shit.
and
Yeah.
Xbox Live, and Roblox, and
The fuck? Like, but here's the thing. At this point, like, if it's like all these different things that he did, like browsed on Reddit or whatever, like it's really starting to get to that point of, did you know that Hitler drank water and breathes air? Like, kind of like, you know, like, if he fucked around on the internet, that's one thing, but that doesn't necessarily like it's funny to like poke fun at those groups to as like a connection to Epstein, but at the same time, it's like, okay, guys, it's a bit much.
we really need to build the golden throne for Gabe unless he's doing it on one of his boats.
He might be already building it on his boat.
Yeah, he might be. To be fair, he's actually actively talked about uploading his consciousness to like a robot or like a cloud.
I
What he
believe
really
it.
needs, what he really needs to do though is like show up at a con in the fucking like God Emperor cosplay, right?
Oh
Like
my
full
god!
suit of armor,
If he did that,
the wings, the halo, the glow, right? I'm sure he could. He's got a fuck ton of it. He can figure out the glow, right? Just all of it, the whole nine. And oh no, you know what? And like sticking out of the armor, just like in every direction, is just the little like on sale things on Steam.
Oh
Just
my
60%,
God.
not 80%, 70%, 90%, like just all over him.
Yeah.
that'd be glorious. Gavin deserves
be
another
funny.
yacht company.
He does nothing and continues to win. Yes.
Exactly.
Yep. The Luigi strategy is timeless.
So Gabe follower replied
Mhm.
to Tim saying, pushing Apple and Google case as an example is insane and pure concept substitution. Windows nor any
Substitution.
other PC OS isn't locked to Steam only. Users are free to install other stores and buy games from there. Same as developers are not forced to release their games on Steam. They can release it in GOG, itch.io, or Epic Game Store without releasing on Steam and not following their rules. Exactly. Because
Yep.
of what PC is, you are not locked into it like, you know, if you buy an iPhone, Yeah, you're locked
Yeah.
into Apple's ecosystem. You buy an Android, you're probably locked into Google's. You buy a PlayStation, you're locked into Sony's. You buy an Xbox, you're locked into Microsoft's.
Yeah.
Valve doesn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you
no.
can maybe make a case for this once the GameCube drops, but I mean, I don't think even then, right? Because I think you probably put like
Well, no, they've already said it's going to be a
Linux on that
computer.
thing. Yeah, you put like
Yeah,
Linux
it's a
on that thing if you want to. Fuck it.
It's a version of Steam OS.
Yeah.
That it comes with natively, but you can like put whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you want on there.
God, I can't wait until like the public release of SteamOS. Oh God, please.
I mean, technically, you can use it now. It's
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I can look into that then. Just fucking Windows. God damn it.
Yeah, I get it. And then Gary Colomb also replied to Tim Sweeney saying, "I buy Steam games cheaper than Steam all the time on sites that are not Steam. Here are reputable sellers that routinely offer better deals than Steam: Humble, Fanatical, Green Man Gaming. Valve takes 0% from these keys. Also, never buy from stores that resell Steam keys." Very true.
Humble Bundle is all right.
No, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's like, Humble's good, Fanatical's good. I've bought games from Fanatical. Green Man Game.
Bundle. What's the price?
Yeah, like they're good. I agree. And he's right. It's like, yeah, Valve allows that so long as these companies offer a similar sale on, Steam directly.
Yeah.
Right, because otherwise it would be directly competing with Steam.
Exactly. It's like, you could do this now, and it's like, oh, hey, in like a week, here's the same sale on Steam.
Yep.
Sorry, chat. While we're talking, I'm like assembling these new parts for my Raspberry Pi server rack shelving.
You're fucking what? Huh?
Yeah, I'm assembling. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Okay.
I gave Occo a hint that this was happening, but chat, our favorite Nepo baby opened his mouth again.
Oh gosh, hold on, let me.
Pirate Software has returned to talk about Steam.
He had a nice opinion for once.
He did. And again,
I was about to say, it's like that first line. It's like, okay, wait, hang on.
And here's the thing: is
put the rocks down.
Because he has published a game on Steam, he actually has a fairly decent take here because he's played around with that side of Steam. This UK lawsuit against Steam is absurd. Steam does not impose price restrictions outside of Steam keys sold on their platforms. If you want to sell your game for less elsewhere, you are allowed to. You just can't sell the key for less elsewhere because then Steam would be on the hook for downloads on a 0% income from the sale. Steam does not control pricing or release timing for DLC. Tons of games have cross-platform or account-bound DLCs, and you can buy it outside of Steam and still have it when playing on the Steam version of the game. Looking at you, Warframe. In-game purchases being tied to Steam also isn't true. These can be tied to your game account based on developer infrastructure. At no time is this forced to be tied to your Steam account and only your Steam account. Steam doesn't charge a high commission to developers. It charges 30% for a massive amount of features, Steam Play Together, seasonal events, workshop, forums, trading cards, visibility rounds, and a ton of other features. At the same time, they take 0% when you sell a Steam key, and you can make an unlimited amount of them, which is wild as hell. You can read all about Steam's features here, and you can read the lawsuit here. And he actively pushed 2 links and posted an image saying about
For once, he actually said something correctly, which is hilarious.
I know. And it specifically says about the claim. What is the claim about? The claim alleges that since at least June 5th, 2018, Valve Corporation has abused its dominant position in the PC gaming market, leading to UK gamers paying more than they should for PC games and add-on content on Steam, Valve's popular game distribution platform. The claim alleges that Valve Corporation is breaching competition law by preventing price competition. Valve imposed price restrictions, which means that games sold on Steam cannot be offered at lower prices on other platforms, making it harder for rivals to compete and keeping prices high. Controlling pricing and release timing for in-game content. Developers are restricted from offering add-on content at lower prices or earlier on other platforms, limiting consumer choice and value. Tying in-game purchases to Steam. Once you buy a game on Steam, you are locked into buying all add-ons there too, allowing Valve to collect a commission on every transaction, and charging high commissions to developers. These extra costs are often passed on to consumers through higher game and add-on prices. We allege that this behavior has harmed competition and led to inflated prices for UK gamers. Under UK competition law, companies with a dominant market position are not allowed to block fair competition or control pricing in this way. This claim is about making sure powerful companies like Valve play fair, so that gamers benefit from lower prices, better platforms, and real choice. Read about this claim here, So yeah.
That I where do I even start?
The UK is full of dumbasses.
Just start at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, just every part of that was retarded. I don't know. Like, for what? Okay, so like they're saying like, oh, they're like price gouging and they're like price boosting and all that. Aren't like any given game on Steam isn't like the same as like the way it's priced on other platforms?
Yes.
You know, PlayStation, Xbox, etc.
Correct.
Like usually the exact same prices as you would get the game anywhere else. So, like,
Oftentimes it's cheaper.
yeah, oh yeah, obviously. Like with Steam, like they often do like day one sales, or and like there's the fucking once every season sale that's like ridiculous and platform wide. There's random ass like publisher sales every week or two, right? Like,
I mean, what sales
the fuck
are
they
right
talking
now?
about?
Hold on, let's see.
Let's see.
Disney
I know there's
classic
at least
game sale,
publisher sale.
Fallout
Yeah, there you go.
franchise sale, Just Cause 3,
Mhm.
Amplitude Studios sale, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Fable Anniversary, Barony, and Shrouded, Red Dead Redemption, Half-Life Alyx, Split Fiction, Forza Horizon 5, Steam Board Game Festival, discounts, demos, and more now through February 2nd. And what's
Like
on sale
they'll
there?
they'll come up with more reasons to have sales than my dumbass warehouse will come up reasons to have people wear stupid shit like every week I go in for work. It's National Wig Day, it's National Crazy Shoe Day, it's Pajama Day, like every fucking day, I swear to God. Like, but Steam even has them beat at this point for like literally no reason.
Yep.
for sales.
Exactly.
There is no occasion. Here's a sale. Here's another one. Steam, please. Steam, stop. No, more sales. More.
There's a reason
Like-
there's the meme of Gabe Newell in like regal dress, like with all the Steam, like
Yeah.
like
Oh
that
yeah.
King Gabe. Yeah.
King Gabe, Lord Gaben, exactly.
Are you ready for a miracle?
So
Actually, love that. I'm gonna watch that shit right now. Actually.
So here's what's funny, is we look back at the Pirate Software tweet. I don't know quite what happened here, but someone replied to him. And it's
Okay.
wonderful. His response was, "Hello, I sell games on Steam. Price parity is for Steam keys only. I can and have generated 50,000 keys at one time.
Jeez.
If you buy a game on Steam, you might have to use your Steam version for in-game purchases based on the developer's implementation. As an example, Warframe, you do not." And in that response, the person he responded to deleted their tweet.
I must have felt so owned by Rat Software. That's a pretty embarrassing thing to be owned by.
I know.
Yep.
Oh,
Good God. It's a shit show.
I am the bone of my platform. Unlimited sale works.
I hate it.
I like that. I like that one. No, that's good. That's good.
So, Gabe Follower kind of got into I wouldn't say fight with Tim Sweeney, But Shockbroker here saying taking a 30% cut is probably a bit excessive. It's like my government's 25% VAT for doing absolutely nothing. This shit could be half the price if it weren't for such leeching. How does Epic Store charge? Tim said we charge 12% when the developer uses our payment service and 0% when they use their own. Gabe Follower responded saying, did the 12% and exclusivity deal work out for Alan Wake 2? Also, why are you gatekeeping it and restricting customers who want to buy on GOG? And just
get fucked.
Address me.
Damn. God is that. Did he?
Nope.
Is there a reply?
Nope, there was no reply. Someone named Chicken
Mm.
Man said, why did Valve push child gambling and asked for 2,000 USD for a game pixel? Gabe Follower responded saying, the issue here is that you're asking an Epic employee. I'm not a Valve employee, so you should ask Valve. I'm not here to defend their practices. Tim and Epic have done a lot of great things for the industry, but his argument here is irrelevant and intentionally manipulative. And he's right, it is.
Also, I'm kind of curious as to what this person is referring to when they say 2,000 USD for a game.
Yeah,
pixel.
I'm interested in that one too. I've not heard about that one.
Yeah, because I feel like that'd be a pretty big story if something like that actually happened. But I don't remember anything like that coming out of Steam.
I don't either.
Also, the child gambling thing. Like, what's that? Is it because there's like some gacha games on Steam now, or?
Maybe.
The elephant, yes.
So, I have something very interesting in our docket for this whole discussion. Court documents.
Oh fuck!
I read enough of those today, Temp. You get to read them.
Someone go find Ava.
I actually asked Ava if she wanted to come on because we were talking about this.
I figured she would probably be busy around this time.
Yeah.
Damn.
I suggested Vex. Did you ever ask Vex?
No, I've been busy.
Wow.
Is it going to be the whole thing then? We're going.
It's only 4 pages, so.
Only 4 pages.
Only 4 pages.
All right.
I've read enough court documents.
That's fine. I don't mind reading it.
Go for it.
Notice of an application to commence collective proceedings under Section 47B of the Competition Act of 1998. Case number 16, whatever. Pursuant to Rule 67 of the Competition Appeal Tribunal Rules 2015, the registrar gives notice of the receipt on June 5th, 2024 of an application to commence collective proceedings. Hold on, there we go. That way I can read it better. Collective proceedings under Section 47B of the Competition Act by Vicky Shotbolt, Class Representative Limited, the proposed class representative against Valve Corporation. The proposed class representative is represented by Milberg London LLP. The claims under which the PCR seeks to combine in these proceedings are standalone claims under Section 47A of the Act on behalf of around 14 million UK-based consumers who purchase video games designed to be played on PCs and or additional content, including subscriptions, for such games such as extra storylines, characters, features, or in-game currency during the relative period, the period from the start of the class period to date of final judgment or earlier settlement of the claims. The class period is defined in the collective proceedings claim form as the period up to the date of the collective proceedings order in these proceedings from June 4th, 2018. In relation to members of the class domiciled in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and from January 1st, 2010, in relation to the members of the class domiciled in Scotland. According to the CPCF, Valve, which operates Steam, the leading game distribution platform, has committed and continues to commit an abuse of the dominant position in breach of 18 of the Act and Article 102 of the Treaty on Functioning of the European Union. Specifically, the PCR contends that Valve has abused its dominant position by A, imposing platform parity obligations that prohibits publishers which market PC games from selling products through other distribution channels on better terms than the same products are available on Steam. B, restricting the ability of users to purchase add-on content for games purchased on Steam through other distribution channels. a tying or anti-steering infringement, and or C, charging publishers unfair and excessive commission rates for distributing their products, collectively the infringing conduct. The PCR contends that these three abuses constitute a single and continuous infringement, including because Valve's PPOs and tying/anti-steering restrictions are designed to reduce the competitive pressure to which Steam is subject, so as to enable it to continue charging high commission charges absent the PPOs and or Valve's excessive commission rates. The PCR alleges that both commission rates and the product prices would have been lower across the relevant markets, including because publishers would have been free to sell products through other distribution channels more cheaply than on Steam, and reductions in commission rates would have been passed on to consumers. Though, through lower prices, it is said that the tying/anti-steering restrictions have exacerbated the effects of those two abuses. The PCR contends that the infringing conduct has increased the prices paid by class members for the products over the relevant period of an aggregate total of £656 million, including interest. The CPCF therefore seeks to recover damages to compensate the proposed class for the loss suffered as a result of such price increases, together with interest. The proposed class compromises all persons who, during the class period, made one or more payments for the purpose of purchasing A, PC games, and or B, add-on content for PC games, including subscription payments for PC games and or add-on content, collectively relevant purchases. The PCR provisionally estimates that there are approximately 9.3 to 14.2 million class members falling within the proposed class, and that each proposed class member will recover between £8 and £23 in respect of the purchase of games, between £14 and £29 in respect of the purchase of add-on content, and between £22 and £44 in total. The PCR submits that it would be just and reasonable for it to act as class representative. In summary, the PCR contends it would act fairly and adequately in the interest of class member Rule 78-2A for the following reasons. A, Miss Shotbolt has a long-standing interest and experience of advocating for the interests of consumers who play video games, including minors. B,
It's all about minors.
Miss Shotbolt's experience will be
Isn't it
complemented
always?
by the advisory panel, which consists of individuals with specific expertise in technology, gaming, and children and vulnerable consumers' rights. C, the PCR is supported by a legal team with extensive experience in competition litigation and specifically collective actions. D, the PCR has prepared a comprehensive litigation plan which is intended to ensure that the proposed collective proceedings will be effectively and efficiently pursued in the interest of the proposed class. The litigation plan has been developed with the assistance of the PCR's legal advisors, and the notice specialist notice and claims management provider pursuant to Rule 73C 3C. The litigation plan includes inter alia, the way in which the PCR intends to communicate effectively with the proposed class, as well as how it will administer an aggregate award of damages. To this end, the litigation plan incorporates a notice and administration plan. E, the PCR will ensure the communications with PCMs will be appropriately tailored and can be received, viewed by minors within the proposed class, e.g., using language that can be understood by individuals with all education levels. F, neither the PCR nor Miss Shotbolt are members of the proposed class. G, the PCR has entered into a litigation funding agreement to enable it to pay all necessary costs, fees or disbursements, as well as an ATE insurance policy which provides adverse costs cover. H, Ms. Shotbolt is not aware of any conflict of interest which prevents her from acting as the sole director of the PCR, nor is she aware of any other person seeking to act as the class representative in respect of the same claims. The CPCF states that the claims are brought on behalf of an identifiable class of persons, on the basis that individuals will be able to identify whether they've made relevant purchases by checking email receipts and or accounts used for the purposes of PC gaming. Example, their Steam or Epic Games Store account. The PCR contends that it will be straightforward for Valve itself to determine and or verify whether individuals fall within the proposed class with reference to Steam account data. It holds. The CPCF also states that the claims raise the following commission issues. A, the definition of the relevant product and geographic markets. B, whether the proposed defendant has all relevant times held and continues to hold a dominant position on the relevant markets. C, whether the proposed defendant abuses dominant position on the relevant markets. D, whether any abuse of dominance by the proposed defendant has caused loss or damage to the proposed class members during the claim period. E, if the proposed defendant's abuse of dominance has caused actionable loss, the aggregate quantum of the losses for which the proposed class members should be compensated. F, the rate at which and the period over which the proposed class members are entitled to pre-judgment interests. Sorry, I had to let a cat out of my office.
No, you're good. Take your time.
Ugh.
It's probably better that you take a few breaks to breathe here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment to need some water.
Yeah.
Yay, reading, especially court documents, my favorite.
Indeed.
The PCR submits that the collective proceedings are an appropriate means for the fair and efficient resolution of the common issues. In particular, A, all of the main issues in the claims are common issues. B, collective proceedings are a more suitable way of determining the claims in contrast to a host of individual claims. It is also the only economically viable and practical means for individual PCMs to obtain redress for the losses they have suffered. The average PCM's claims value is estimated to be as low as £8 in respect of the purchase of games, £14 in respect of the purchase of add-on content, and £22 in total. In the light of this, and given the complex and costly nature of the litigation, it is inconceivable that any material number of PCMs, including a large number of minors, would bring individual claims. Nor would a traditional book building exercise to assemble a group claim be practical or proportionate. C, when considered in aggregate, damages are likely to be substantial. The PCR's expert provisionally estimates that the claim may be worth £656 million, including interest. And the claims are therefore very good examples of the type of claims that the collective proceedings regime is designed to facilitate, as they offer the only practical means of securing compensation for millions of consumers who would otherwise be left without effective redress. Although the claims of the proposed collective proceedings are substantial, the PCR submits that they are proportionate to the aggregate value of the claims, the size of the proposed class, and the fact that it would be practical impossibility for claims to be brought on an individual basis. Further, the collective proceedings should proceed on an opt-out basis, as it would not be practicable for the proposed proceedings to be brought on an opt-in basis in light of the size of the proposed class. The average amounts that each PCM is likely to recover, and the fact that a substantial number of PCMs are likely to be minors, therefore unlikely to take the steps necessary to opt into legal proceedings at the outset. The relief sought in the proposed proceedings is 1. Damages on behalf of the proposed class to be assigned on an aggregate basis pursuant to Section 47C2 of the Act. 2. Interest at a rate of 8% per annum, or such other rate as the tribunal may consider appropriate. 3. The PCR's costs. And 4. Such further and other relief as the tribunal may see fit.
Fucking hell.
Notice how
Well
they
done.
mention minors a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
The usual smoke screen then.
Yeah, this is collective shout.
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely tell by a lot of their wording, this was definitely collective shout. I called it. They are just a bunch of mortal fiends. The collective shout connection might not be proven, but damn does it look strong. It does. I hate the term persons. When do we stop using proper English? Temp, she was involved in the Online Safety Act. Yeah, again, it's collective shout.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So,
shit,
yeah.
I guess. I mean, but can we not just ignore them this time? Like, honestly.
No, because this one could actually be bad.
Well, it can't affect him if he doesn't go to
The UK.
If he just doesn't go to the UK.
Yeah.
So let's get out of the UK.
Which, I mean, yeah, easy enough to do these days. I mean, why the fuck would you ever go over there in the first place?
Yeah.
In fact, chat, leave Britbongland.
Yes, leave
Just leave.
Britbongland. I'm glad that you're adopting that, Temp.
I have other articles that is talking about Tim Sweeney, and I'm like, we went over Tim Sweeney's comments. Absolute.
Thank you for becoming a member for 2 months. Rarity. P-rarity. Appreciate it.
Like, this whole thing hurts. Temp, we should also watch out that these
Yes.
people will shut down GTA 6 from being released. They will sue to prevent it from being sold anywhere. I know. We've talked about it before when they pulled this shit with the Visa MasterCard shit.
Indeed.
And you could definitely tell by how this is written, it is the exact same people involved. They know what they're doing, and because of how they're doing it this time, they will probably have a major effect. In other news, who's ready for more censorship talk?
I suppose it's about that time, then, eh?
Jazz, you'll love this one.
Why would you say such a thing? Why would you insinuate that I would love such a thing? Is it because I'm literally playing the subject of the next story right now as we
Yes,
speak?
you are.
LOL.
So Code Vein 2 is a thing, chat.
It is. It is indeed.
And I don't think it's as bad as people are saying.
It's not. So far, and I will admit, people when the game came out said, "Oh my god, this game runs like dog shit." Like,
again, wouldn't have too much to say on that one per se because I just play it on console.
most of the performance issues
So-
are primarily PC.
Yeah, as they always are.
And those are valid complaints to have.
They are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They absolutely
Won't
are.
deny that.
I will admit, I do not have the top tier like rig. But my CPU barely touches 65 Celsius with Code Vein 2. My GPU isn't taking a hit, and it runs like butter. Which is the same thing that happened to Borderlands 4, by the way.
Hmm.
In fact, the only game I've had actual performance issues with is Monster Hunter Wilds, which we will be talking about a little bit later.
Yeah, that was back in the news. So, have either of you like checked the like PC version after that last patch?
No, Magma has though, and
I don't own it.
Yes, you do.
I-
You've played
What?
Wilds.
Oh, Wilds? I thought you were talking about Code Vein. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, Wilds. Just sorry. Yeah, I suppose I should wait until we get there. Huh?
We'll get there, but the patch helped a lot. There's some
Oh, that's good.
fun stuff about that one.
That's good.
Nice.
So, when Code Vein 2 was coming out, this was one of the first things that people noticed was Valentin Voda saying there's a fine line between justice and bigotry. That was in the localized version.
Yeah, I honestly, because I'm playing the game in English, I haven't like heard that line yet, so I wasn't 100% sure if that was like real. I mean, I assume it is, because that's the still right there. I think is from his character trailer, which I didn't actually watch because
Yeah.
I didn't care. But presumably that comes from a line that he actually speaks in game.
Yeah, probably. Now apparently the line in Japan is it's a fine line between justice and madness.
Yeah, I mean,
Bigotry is madness, I guess.
Apparently.
That's funny.
because Yeah, because like the whole thing with Valentin is I believe he's kind of trying to like do away with the emphasis on like bloodlines, because apparently there's like bloodlines and households in this code vein, and like he's kind of trying to like break that down a bit, and I think also improve relations between what's it called, between the revenants, who are like the vampires of the game,
Yeah.
and like the normal humans, because apparently there's some pretty fucked up shit going on between those two groups as well, and he's trying to like eventually smooth things in that regard as well. So I guess his storyline sort of kind of leans into that sort of thing, but like not really from the point of view of like, you know, the modern Western understanding of like bigotry, right? It's really not the same kind of thing there.
So I know from what I've seen from Mizu, the game is not as censored as some people believe it to be.
No.
No, not even nearly.
So from Rock Solid, nope. This is what Polish women look like according to the Japanese, which, sure.
Yeah, Jadwiga is fucking nuts. Like that pose, that picture, that pose, right? That is how you first encounter her, like the moment you meet her, pretty much. Because I'm assuming most people would just like go to the
Not that
weapon
up
shop.
close, I assume.
Not that up close, no. But like the fact that she's just like, you go into the weapon store, which is like just left of the entrance when you go into like the main hub, like the base area, and she appears there, and she's just like posted up like this, like just laying atop the counter in the weapon shop. It's like, yeah, okay. You know what? This is not usually how I would expect my shopkeeper to conduct themselves, but at the same time, I am not going to complain.
Yep. So,
I mean, I'm sure there have been some crazy shopkeepers.
Well,
so
I'm sure,
Manga
but-
Lawyer jumped into that, basically saying that Rock Solid supports censorship now, and it calls it a new low when this is what was posted.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they added like a flap to the front of her dress. I mean, really not that big a deal. Honestly, it's hardly a difference, and she's still like ridiculously fucking sexy. Like her tits are still all the way out. Like she's a second away from having a nip pop out, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Correlates the other censorship. This person is retarded.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Lawyer. Who is this individual?
Surprise, they're a Christian. I'm sorry, I like Christians. I'm a Christian myself.
I'm a Christian.
But
I don't like Christians on the internet.
I don't like Christians on the internet.
Just
I'm sorry.
stop.
Yeah.
But I'm a Christian on the
Well,
internet,
okay.
technically.
Not all Christians, but like, okay, you're different, and you know that.
I do. I just like giving people shit when they say that sometimes.
I've had a lot of bad experiences with the Christians, and I hate saying that, but they get very self-righteous, and
yeah. Can't deny that. It happens.
Now, this is one. Now, Jazz, you may be able to confirm this one because I've not seen this one for myself in the game. Bandai Namco has censored Io's outfit in Code Vein 2. Users report that the company spent so much time censoring that they actually forgot to add details to male costumes, and most of the deluxe edition items feel like a cheap scam. It's over. And this is an image from the actual game of Io's outfit.
Well, that's EO in the first game.
Was this the first game?
Yeah, that's definitely the first game, because that's one of the endings is that scene, I think.
Because I've not
either that or the very beginning. It might be the very beginning, actually.
Because I've not seen any outfit to back this up, and that's part of my problem with this. Is also like.
So if you want, I am actually in the character creator right now. I could go ahead and just show it to you.
Perfect.
If you want to take a quick look. Yeah, here, hang on. Let me just pop out a preview from
Manga Lawyer is also
here.
a China shill, so opinion disregarded.
Shit, hang on. And then this here, share screen. I'll just be using my own character for reference, of course.
Let me pull this up because React Discord
and
boop.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm fucking around with the hair, trying to figure out how to make it more like anime-ish. But That's neither here nor there. Let me look at the clothing. So yeah, the DLC outfits are down here. You got some random masks and cloaks and whatnot. And then
Probably
starting
couldn't wear
here, you
those.
get to probably not, no. And then starting here, you get the first game characters outfits. So you have a bunch of the characters from the first game. And yeah, EO's right here. I do believe that they yeah, because I think in the first game it was like straight up panties, and now it's kind of like spats instead. So there is
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty 1-to-1, I would say. Like the leg parts, the wrapping, that was all there. Obviously the chest is a lot smaller because for whatever the fuck reason, like this is the one thing that does annoy me is the fact that you still can't make your character's tits massive like EO's or I think
think it's
Scarlet.
because of clipping. In
Well,
all of the outfits.
I would give you that, but like shit clips all over the place anyway.
Yeah,
Like
it
like
does.
the yeah,
That's
like
fair.
like it's like the clipping problem
Boots and
is
mercenary.
so fucking bad. And it's not even just your character, it's like all the characters in the game, right? Like I remember there's
Yeah.
a scene later on where a guy is on the ground because he got knocked out of his wheelchair or whatever, and his fucking like his trench coat like clips through like the middle of his body in the middle of a cut scene, right? Like it's bad. It's fucking awful. They really didn't bother to give any kind of collision to any of the character models.
Mhm.
So I can't really give you that argument. But I will say that it is as far as the chest size goes, it's the same as the first game. So I
Yeah.
can't necessarily fault it for that. But I was kind of hoping that they would, give you bigger chests. I was hoping for like Neo 2,
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Which-
Really quickly.
Yeah, and on that
Oh,
regard, I think
finish
they
your thought.
actually, I think they actually fucked that up in Neo 3 because I'm vaguely remembering because I did play the demo for Neo 3 a while back, and I think the character creator was in there, and I do believe they like vastly reduced the chest sizes that you can have in Neo 3. So
Yeah.
neither here
And
nor
really-
there, I suppose, though.
Really quickly, Mercenary says, unlike these guys who Edge got out with their ego, see what I did there? I will not kneel before God like these crazies. I will, however, give God a hug and tell him thank you for putting up with us. I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like a bunch of these people do it performatively. I'm not going to do it performatively. Guess what? If I go do stuff, like if I go to church or if I commune with God, I'm not going to tell you about it because you don't need to hear about it,
Absolutely.
I just think a lot of people are very performative and they do it online because they want the gratification of people giving them ass pats for saying, "Oh my gosh, you talked to God. That's amazing."
Yep.
Probably why people hate me because I'm not as Christian as they want me to be in public.
I will agree with this one.
Hang on one second, actually. I'm just gonna save this to a slot so I can fuck with the hammer a little later. But what I wanted to do was just actually put on the EO outfit and like remove the cloak so you can see like the actual dress. All right, so that and then cloak off. Yeah. So I mean, honestly, like in terms of EO's outfit, like and this is like what she wears when you're in the hub area in the first game, like without the
Yeah.
because the cloak she only puts on when you go out to do your proper adventuring, right? And in that regard, yeah, no, it's still like it's completely backless, pretty much, right? Like all the way down, pretty much almost down to the ass, right? And yeah, I mean, aside from the spats instead of panties, like it's pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Oh, and
one-
and reduced bust size, but that's just the character creator.
that's the character creator. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
They-
say, and that the panty shot thing has actually been a major problem that people have had, and I've seen Magma bring it up a couple times in chat.
Yeah,
In fact-
happened with her outfit too, where tits much smaller.
Yeah.
Much smaller than the actual character.
Mm-hmm. But again, that's the limits of the character creator. Which, to be fair, it's limits that shouldn't be there.
Is
but-
garbage. Garbage. Fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually kind of go on to say this is Code Vein versus Code Vein 2. Japan is an honest culture that has been raped by corporate globalism, and whether they are being held hostage or making their own decisions, it's time for some accountability. And they post an actual reference image here of Code Vein versus Code Vein 2. And I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But
And that does suck a little bit, but like To be honest,
Her ass looks
I-
bigger in 2.
It looks bigger in 2 because it is bigger actually.
Okay, yeah, I believe like so Misu joked about this, but we believe that whoever was doing like character design for Code Vein 2 is absolutely like an ass man, because like
Yeah.
between the gigantic like 9 foot tall lady with her giant ass, and then like Lou, who is your like main partner in the game, who just has like the thickest possible fucking thighs you've ever seen in your
Now,
life.
in
like,
Lou's defense, Lou has no chest, so she needs to compensate somewhere.
yeah, that's true.
And
but
admittedly,
yeah, like somebody is definitely like a thigh / ass man on the team.
yeah. And before chat's like, oh, she has no chest, it's DEI. No, her chest is literally gone.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, because like you don't even need Lou, because again, like we were just looking at Yadwiga. Yadwiga exists. Fucking Lavinia exists, and she's like literally like she's bigger than Akko. Like, come on, it's crazy.
Yeah. That.
And fucking and Holly exists, and I don't know if you like. I guess minor spoiler if you
I'm not
haven't
very far
gotten
in the
to
game.
Holly yet. Okay, well, there's gonna be some hot springs later on with Holly, and you're gonna see, and she's gonna be naked like a lot, like often.
Cool.
Obviously, there's gonna be like water censorship, but like no, like she's like not even the bath towel. She's just full on like tits out naked,
Yeah.
and her tits are massive. So there you go. It is not nearly as bad as what's it called? Twitter would have you believe, right? I believe that these like it's not the censorship that did happen is not good, right? We don't appreciate censorship of any kind, but it's not nearly on the level of like the typical Western censorship, where it's just fucking awful all around and just completely unappealing in any way at all, right? This game still has a lot of appeal. Right, there's still a lot of hot characters with fat tits in there. There's some monsters with fat tits if you're into that. Like some boss enemies, which is gigantic tits. Right, so there's that as well. Also, this one's like nitpicking. Come on, like you see a tiny bit less underboob, but it's still there. Fuck off.
But you can also tell a massive difference between like the actual character like models, like.
Yeah.
I'd say the second model is way more defined.
It is.
Yeah, man, and I'm a fan of that, right? Like, here's the thing, right?
Like, this is good.
I still get,
but
as a midriff fetishist / ab enjoyer, I get exactly what I want out of this game.
Yeah.
All right. They put. I wish you could like make the abs more defined. Like, there's no slider for that, unfortunately, but like they make them pretty good. So. It's pretty good looking abs.
They went on to say all panties have been censored, replaced with black shorts or a black void, including the towel outfit. Original outfits have also been censored. Now fans have noticed the underboob designs have been censored as well. They think you are stupid. Has it? I don't know if I'd call that one censorship, because it's still there. It's
just slightly less. It's a point where some people are just being pedantic and stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too nitpicky for me at this point. Like you're doing too much with it.
One thing that I know has it made me a little upset. I will say is Grumps. Grumps is a fucking. We all saw this coming. Code Vein went from waifu souls to censored crap shorts and character customization and body types. A and B confirmed. Don't buy it. You should be furious if you like the original. Absolute crap. And you know who's to blame? The ever-present activist Western localization departments who advise on what modern Western gamers want. It's time to AI. Bitch.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Bitch.
I do not think it's time to AI.
Here is the pick your gender. That's not type A and B.
It's not. Though I will say there is something there where it's like when you did it in the first game, it was like explicitly like the symbols male and female.
Yeah. And people get mad
I'd still say it is explicitly that though, because you can tell one is male and one is female. If people are really getting this pissed off, I'm sorry, you guys are stupid.
Exactly.
That is male and female right there. Like
censorship is censorship. I don't care if it's one less inch of booba. the second you let it in the door, it will keep happening and happening. Yeah, no, you're right. It will. But I think to the degree that people are talking about censorship with this game is an ass pull and a half.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like it's not nearly as bad as they're saying it is, and I hope that this isn't actually like causing the effect on the game's like performance, because like I did notice we did have a look at the numbers on Steam, and it's looking pretty low for Code Vein 2. But at the same time, it's like I don't think Code Vein 1 was ever all that incredibly popular. So I mean, it might just be the fact that Code Vein in and of itself isn't like, a gangbuster kind of series, right? It's not the IP that's gonna draw like thousands and thousands and thousands of players. It's still pretty niche overall, I suppose, but I still like it. I think it's a pretty good game.
Mizu, I actually got one of Mizu's comments as well.
Mm.
What is this post? Oh, Chibi Review saying, let me get this straight. Within the last few months, Bandai Namco allowed OPM to be in a sorry state. Bandai made JC staff animators focus on censoring everything instead of quality control. Bandai is now censoring Code Vein 2. Bandai is using localizers to insert agenda. The text is there. I think that's enough, chat. Mizu replied, saying, you stay the fuck away from Code Vein, tourist. I was a Code Vein shill on day 1, and I'm cautiously excited for Code Vein 2, but they have heavily deviated from everything the first game was, not just in censorship standards, but in gameplay, story, and world design. Since then, Mizu has, played. He has made reviews, he's made comments, people have grabbed clips, and I know his opinion is quite good for this game. So, I'm gonna be honest.
Mine too. I think it's great. I think it's solid.
I've been told. I bought it for you, Tim, so you better play it.
Yeah.
Well, you already started playing it, right?
I have started playing it, yeah. Where I'm at now is I've traveled back. I won't say, how or what, but you kind of know it's the beginning of the game. You traveled back.
Yeah. I mean, did they not like already cover like what you're kind of hinting at in the trailers? For the game?
I never watched trailers, so I have no idea.
Okay. I think they did. So you might be okay to just like say what you mean on this one, but I mean,
yeah. I didn't watch trailers, so when they told me what was actually going on, I'm like, oh great. Wonderful. But if it was discussed in the trailers, cool. In fairness, as a self-admitted Code Vein shill, he has an obvious bias here. It'd be better if it was not called... probably, yeah. It would be better if it was not called Code Vein 2.
I mean, I suppose I get that, but at the same time, it's like it's still using a lot of like the terminology and the it's like the world building stuff that Code Vein had in it, right? The revenants, the blood veils, the blood codes, all that shit. Like it's still very Code Vein in what it's trying to do and what it is, right? It's just it's just like it's more of like almost a Final Fantasy situation where it's like it's all the same kind of shit, but we're just dealing with a completely different set of characters, right? A different different like universe essentially.
So apparently there was an article from Bounding into Comics.
Yeah.
Stating Bandai Namco localization team admit they order Japanese devs to censor their female character designs, stating, we tell them that the cleavage is a bit too exposed or the skirt is a bit too short.
Yeah, and that's dog shit, and they should shut the fuck up about that.
They should. Let's be frank here. There is something fundamentally broken in an artistic medium when those in charge of its shepherding have begun to proudly censor and boast about censoring a given artist's personal work. Sadly, such is the case for the medium of video games, as the localizers responsible for bringing Bandai Namco's Japanese titles to the Western world. Puritanical censorship of said works, partly or particularly any sexy female designs therein, has become not just common, but the industry norm. This unfortunate fact was recently confirmed by representatives of both Bandai Namco and Bandai Namco Europe. Europe. During a recent interview given to the Japan Times, Matthias Senna. or Cena, whatever, asked for their thoughts on the local...
Sorry.
Asked for their thoughts on the local round of discourse surrounding English language localizers ongoing, self-important butchering of Japanese media, Bandai Namco Europe's senior localization manager, Frank Gentry, offered his support to this cultural imperialism and praised just how effective their censorious efforts have been, particularly regarding how Japanese game developers dress their heroines. We tell them that the cleavage is a bit too exposed or the skirt is a bit too short, said Gentry. Before, they weren't very flexible, but they've become more proactive on such subjects. Yet, despite this brazen admission from the company's European arm, Bandai Namco localization project manager Pierre Froget still believes, without a hint of irony, that localizers are working to ensure that the player, whichever country they're from, should understand and feel the same thing as someone playing in the original language. Efforts have been made to understand the needs of the English-speaking world, he noted. Further, the project manager revealed that the most common changes asked for by the Western localizers are related to topics such as alcohol, politics, or religion. Offering up an example, Froget assured that there are people dressed in black boots and big leather coats. In Europe, that could bring to mind a Nazi uniform. From there...
I'll tell you what I need as an English speaker. I need fucking hot bitches with giant tits. That's what I need.
Agreed. Further... Oh, no, we read that. From there, Froget closed out his time with Senna by affirming his belief that Bandai Namco localization efforts, at least those he has overseen, were all done in service of helping to create connections to Japanese culture and help Europeans discover its depth, while respecting both the game and the player. And while the actual act of confession itself comes as a surprise, this information does not. As recent years, we've seen Bandai Namco adopt female character censorship as part of their standard operating procedure for some time. In 2018, the company removed the Phantom Remedy mission from the North American release of One Piece World Seeker Phantoms DLC due simply to the fact that it featured a fan service scene of the female Straw Hat members enjoying a dip in a hot spring. Last year, data mining into their upcoming Amazon games published MMO Blue Protocol revealed that US players will be presented with less sexualized and less feminized versions of the original JP models. However,
Didn't Blue Protocol never come out?
I believe it did. I believe it did.
I thought it didn't, though.
However, in an example of life's many contradictions, it should be noted that though Bandai Namco is clearly leaning into American-styled modern puritanism, not all of their productions have been affected by this way of thinking. For example, 2010 saw 2010 saw the developer release Tales of Arise without any form of censorship. Likewise, one of their main talents is Tekken series creator Katsuhiro Harada, who is well known for his refusal to play ball with any and all attempts to shut down the fighting games franchise's identity, including those which have attacked its roster of female fighters. A lot of times, the swimsuits was a good example. People who don't even play the game, they maybe just hear that there are swimsuits and say, "Whoa, you have those girls in sexy swimwear. What's wrong with you? You're such male chauvinists," etc. Harada told Eurogamer's Oifi Wilson in 2016, but what they don't know is that it started off in the arcade and it's a season line, like you do for a Christmas, Halloween, or whatever, he added. It's not just the women. Robots have them, Kuma, Panda. The male characters have swimwear. It's not like we're trying to sexualize the female characters at all, but they don't go and look for that info before they criticize. So that is pretty frustrating. It's true.
Yep.
Unfortunately, while Tekken has a staunch defender in Harada, it appears no other Bandai Namco franchise has such a champion to defend against the tides of censorship. Thus, as of writing this, it only seems a matter of time before Harada, and likely members of his team, find himself at the company's sole island of artistic integrity. Well, Harada has left at this point, so...
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, right, yeah.
So expect Tekken to
I
get
did hear
uber
about
censored
that.
if that is the case.
Oh, fuck.
R.I.P. Tekken.
Yeah.
And in fact, when this
Yeah,
article
Tekken-
was... Oh, no! This article was about this time last year. 2 years ago, sorry. 2 years ago. Again, reason why some people seem to be overreacting to any form of changes localizers do nowadays. I know it's looking very schizo, but after one of that, do you all still have not still have a side eye? Exactly. Like, you have to be always looking. So I here's my take on the Code Vein 2 censorship stuff. I'm not disagreeing it happened. It is there.
It's just not as bad as some people think.
It's not as bad as some people think. But I do think that the team behind Code Vein 2 probably fought to keep what they could in, while corporate basically said, no, you have to do this.
Yeah, I would think so. Because again, they still managed to keep quite a bit in terms of like just
Yeah,
straight up sexiness. So
exactly.
yeah, I would imagine there were some diehards in there who were just like, yeah, no, come on, guys, we gotta keep this and
Mhm.
this. Want to get the character, the players are gonna love this.
In
Get it-
fact,
come on.
Do not even be
Yeah.
that surprised if Code Vein 2 is actually the last game in the series for a while, and some of these devs may actually end up leaving Bandai Namco to
You know, I would not be surprised
to actually
hear that.
either go start their own company, or if my theory is correct, probably join FromSoft.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, FromSoft doesn't have overly sexual characters, but FromSoft sticks to what they know and does not deviate to a crowd.
No,
Yeah.
they make what they make because they know it will make them happy.
Exactly. So, and then the performance issues. Code Vein 2 is already available for those intellectuals who thought paying $70 was a good idea, and the game runs like ass, just like its censorship. Unreal 5, stuttering, anti-aliasing bugs, lighting problems, NASA-level CPUs, GPUs struggling to hold 30 FPS, an Eastern Ubisoft epiphany. I have a 9070 XT. I have a 13700 KF in here. I have 96 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, but Temp,
Damn.
you're the minority here of somebody with that kind of system.
Clearly, the game runs just fine.
You also know how to update your drivers.
I did have to do that. But that seemed to be an Unreal Engine 5 problem. Which, Unreal 5 is a problem all on its own. Not all hardware deals with this game the same. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Amal follows him. So yeah.
Jeez,
Again,
Amal, what the fuck?
I'm not going to say this game is perfect. It's not. It has problems. But you know what? It's not as bad as they're making it out to be.
No, this guy just sounds stupid, in my personal opinion.
Dude, so again, neither here nor there, but I fucking love the fact that like if you go into the hot spring in the home base and Lavinia is there, you can make her do all the stupid poses in the photo mode.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. There's I don't know if you've looked at the photo mode yet,
I haven't.
Temp, but you definitely you should. There's so much good shit in there. Like that oh my god, I don't know what you call that dance. That Japanese dance where you like you kind of like rotate yourself, I guess. I don't know how you say it, but like a bunch of people do it at the same time and they kind of like make it like a waving motion, you know?
Mhm.
Fuck, what do you call that dance? I don't know, but it's in there. And, like you'll recognize it when you see it when you like go through all of them.
I don't support censorship. I was going to buy 2, but waited a minute, and man, was that the right call. In my defense, I didn't buy 2. Akko bought me 2.
Yeah, because I owed you money.
I mean, I still think it's a great game that's worth getting. Like just because it's fun, it's really fun to play. And again, there is still plenty of sexy shit in there for you.
Mhm.
If that's what you're there for, like there's still a good amount of that. Right? Maybe no panties, but you know, pretty much everything else. So
Yeah, it's a fine line the game is walking. It's like it's trying to do the bare minimum of censorship, but it's still censorship, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
yeah.
Still give a mouse a cookie. Yeah. Again, should you support censorship? No, you shouldn't. But I heard an interesting take. It was a few years ago, where it's basically said, look, I get it. You don't want to support censorship. That's fine. Do what you want. But we only have so much time on this planet. Don't, like, if you want to, do it. Like, if you don't want to, don't do it. But if you want to, don't, like, if you want to do it, you want to play this stuff, just play it. Like, it's fine. And it's certainly an interesting take.
Uh-huh.
Remove the panties and player boobs, but have the NPCs have the best tits. Yeah. And again, that's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. It's, again, Code Vein 2 walks a fine line.
I mean, I will say, ideally, you, like, as far as like customer character creation goes, you should be able to do like anything that you see on an NPC.
Mm-hmm.
At least the human-sized NPCs.
Yeah. In the same vein of, hey, shit doesn't run well. Shit's running well. Monster Hunter Wilds got its big performance update this week.
Yeah.
And oh boy.
Seems like we finally got some good stuff going there.
We did. Monster Hunter Wilds.
Took a few tries, but we got there.
Big performance
Sorry,
patch is out on PC. I spoke with the user who originally discovered the DLC bug, and they confirmed it seems to have been fixed. More improvements I noticed with some quick testing. Better 1% lows for smoother gameplay with less hitching and stutter. Lower VRAM usage. 10 plus gigs down to 7.5 gigs. Higher FPS in some cases. CPU optimizations. High-res texture pack is actually usable now. Lower the install size by 45 gigabytes with the texture pack. Some users report that their new frame rate without frame generation equals old frame rate with frame generation. So
That's good.
more graphics options to tweak. Overall, this update seems to have done the trick. Still not 100% perfect, but much better than it was. Overall, the recent Steam reviews have also been very positive, so it seems that most agree. Another patch is coming into February with even more optimizations for both PC and console. Settings and PC specs at the end. This was the default recommended settings at 4K, DLSS performance, frame gen off, 16 times AF, roughly the high preset. Finally, Capcom didn't credit anyone in the patch notes, so to shout out to Till Morand for originally bringing the DLC bug to people's attention. So, Wilds runs much better now than it did. Which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
In fact, he even mentioned the reviews. Look at those that change in reviews.
It looks like it has gotten better. That's good.
It's great.
I did see that, and that is good shit.
And another Monster Hunter content creator that I follow, Arknight, actually posted this, and I think this is probably a pretty telling thing. Wilds runs at 30 FPS on the Steam Deck, by the way. This is Wilds post-update on the Steam Deck, and it is running smooth at 30
Very
frames.
nice.
Is 30 FPS considered smooth to some people? Though?
From the Steam Deck, yes.
Yeah, I mean, we're still talking about a handheld here, so
Yeah,
That's fair.
for a game like Wilds, I'd say that is more than fair.
yeah, exactly. Like, if this was on
Switch
PC,
2 ain't doing that shit.
Exactly. If this was on PC, I'd say this is bad. But
Yeah.
on the Steam Deck, this is fantastic.
Again, I'm still noticing a few little hitches in there, but
But, that's still fine. Like, it's nothing like it was.
yeah.
So,
I'm glad to hear the PC performance is finally actually solid. And from what I heard, apparently they're still planning even more optimizations for the PC version.
Yep.
So
another
Yeah.
update next month. And then, because of the state it's in now, it will probably be done getting performance updates until the expansion in, I'm going to guess, September.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right. And man, I'm looking forward to it. God, please, Zenoker, please.
Are you saying
I've been waiting for you, buddy. Zenoker, please.
Yeah. To be fair, I know people don't want Zenoker. I want
Fuck
this-
you. Fuck those people. Fuck them.
You want the electric doggo.
Yes, that's my boy. He
Are you
needs to
saying-
be there every
Are-
time.
Are you saying I got to update my copy and play it again? Man, I don't have the space right now. I get it.
Mhm.
I would just say buy another SSD, but like they're expensive.
They're expensive. In the same vein of this, we got sales numbers from Capcom. I thought this was interesting to bring up.
Oh, for Monster Hunter?
Yeah. Resident Evil is at 183 million units sold overall. Monster Hunter is at a total of 125 million units sold overall. And then you see a massive dip. 58 million for Street Fighter, 44 million for Mega Man, 38 million for DMC, 19 million, 14 million, 13 million. Like, it just goes down and down and down from there. Capcom's top two franchises, straight up, is Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. Guess why they're not focusing on Mega Man?
Well,
Not as interesting, I'm guessing.
No. In fact, seeing this, I'm actually quite surprised that we're hearing rumors of a new Dead Rising game. We have a new Okami game coming. We have a new Onimusha game coming out. We got a new Mega Man game coming out. Like,
I'm so excited for Okami.
I am too.
Like,
Was it basically Okami 2?
Yeah, it actually is Okami too.
Finally? Because it was
Yeah.
only one. There was Okami and then Okami Den, and Okami Den wasn't 2. It was just like another.
Yeah, because Okami
I
didn't
mean,
play
technically
as
it was a sequel. Chibitarasu, yeah.
Yeah, Chibitarasu.
Who is like, I believe when you meet Shiranui in Okami Den, like Shiranui comments that Chibitarasu is his grandson. So I assume that means Chibitarasu is like Amaterasu's child.
Yes.
Yeah. With who the fuck knows? But
Yeah, that is indeed the question.
like, I feel like the only like real answer based on characters we know from the first game would have to be the fucking the guy with the flute, right?
But that's also bestiality at that point.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? And I guess I don't really get how Amaterasu like goes about this sort of thing, but like later on when they return to the heavenly realm, maybe Amaterasu like assumed her real form, like her human form.
I guess.
Because like the wolf thing is just like a thing she does on Earth for fun, I guess. I don't know, like because it's weird, right? Because I remember like the there's an NPC in the first game. It's like a priest who's like blind or whatever. I think he's the guy who like watches over the dogs, right? The dog warriors, if you remember those guys. But like he comments about like when Amaterasu is in front of him, that he sees like the vision of a beautiful young maiden, right? So he sees Amaterasu's like true form behind the wolf that she runs around as just to interact with humanity, I guess. So presumably, if she goes back to the Heavenly Realm, she can just switch back and forth at will or something. I don't know.
Fair. On the note of Okami, too.
Mhm.
Apparently. Now this is from the official Okami Twitter. The teaser for the Okami 20th anniversary special website is now live. The site features a striking anniversary logo designed by calligrapher Masumi Narita, who also created the logo for the original Okami game. The handwritten 20 is especially eye-catching. The full website is scheduled to launch in April. We'll be sharing various updates about the Okami 20th anniversary as they become available. And this is the image. But if this is the 20th anniversary of Okami, do not be surprised if we hear something about Okami 2 this year.
It would be nice.
It would be indeed.
On the note of Capcom, I actually
Yeah.
Have either of you seen the trailer for the recent Resident Evil Requiem trailer?
No.
I have not, though. I was hearing people talking about it and about fucking Leon's big muscly arms and how the
Yes.
women in the studio were very adamant that he would have those.
Yeah. So look at those arms. Damn.
He's got the arms.
I'm Ape now. Have
They're-
good night, Magma.
Like, bro, I'm pretty sure he's been working out since
This is also
whenever his last
Leon
appearance was. Like
in-
he's getting into that fucking what's his name? The other guy, Chris. He's getting that
Chris.
Chris territory.
Yeah, this is also Leon in like his late 40s, maybe even early 50s.
Yep. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah. So remember how we were talking?
It's what the female gooners want, man.
Exactly. So remember how we were talking about Manga Lawyer earlier and how much of an absolute dumbass he is?
Yes.
Vaguely.
Well,
yes.
he's opened his mouth about Resident Evil Requiem.
I see.
So he's upset that Leon's got arms?
Women employees were more involved than ever in shaping Leon's treatment in Resident Evil Requiem. You can tell the franchise's traditional fan service was redirected towards him, while female characters received little to none. Not every character needs to have tits hanging out of their chest or hanging out of their shirt, especially in a horror game.
I will say, to a point, I kind of get it, because so often women will complain when a female character is really hot, but whenever they want to be really hot, we're just expected to be like, oh well, yeah, sure. I mean, if that's what they want, right? I wouldn't mind if all the women were hot. That'd be fine. I'd be cool with that.
I agree. But
or at the very least, at the very fucking least, when a hot woman does show up, if the women could all just shut the fuck up about it and just let it be, that would be cool. That, you know what? If we could do that, have all the muscly Leons you want, right? If we can just let bygones be bygones, if the dudes can have their hot chicks, the women can have their hot dudes. Fair, fine. Everybody gets what they want, and everyone can shut the fuck up about it, right? But every time, and it's every fucking time. I see this all the time with Marvel Rivals, right? Because Marvel Rivals is always getting more skins, right? And every time a hot dude with a giant bulge comes out, right? For example, Thor got his fucking disco skin, where his MVP screen's literally him just thrusting his dick at the screen, right, while doing the Saturday Night Fever shit. And the women are like, oh, I need it. Oh god, just pin me down. Yeah, all that shit, right? But then the moment Psylocke gets a new skin, oh, this fucking gooner game. Look, her tits are out and she's got her belly. Shut the fuck up. You're getting your shit, dude. Just let me have mine.
Exactly.
Damn. There is definitely a battle of the sexes for some of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I don't mind in this case that Leon is hot. You know what?
I don't care. I couldn't give a shit less either. Yeah.
I just
have it.
I just think that because the whole point, and I want to point this out as well, because Capcom has made it plainly clear, by the way, that they want you to pretty much play Grace's section in first person, 7 and 8, and Leon's section in third person, RE2 Remake and RE4 Remake.
See the arms.
So if the point of this is it doesn't matter what Grace looks like. That, to be fair, she is in cutscenes, because there are actual cutscenes here, unlike, 7 and 8, pretty much. But if the intention is to play her in first person, she doesn't need to be, tits hanging out, fat ass swinging everywhere. No, you don't need that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And also, she's, compared to series veteran characters, she's a newbie. Give her time if she survives this game. Maybe she will be hot in her next game.
Yeah, but I would say shit like Ashley, right? In from RE4 to RE4 Remake, Ashley definitely toned down a bit from her original, and
great example.
Yeah, and I'd say the same with what's her name? Not Claire. The other
Jill.
one, fucking Jill. Yeah, Jill got toned down a good bit. She's chin got fucking sculpted up a little bit. I don't know. Like to a point, I get where these people are coming from in terms of like arguing this sort of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like the fucking learning law dropped the mega lawyer dropped the pictures there. There is evidence of this, right? And it's like people are saying there's like hints that maybe we're gonna see the RE5 remake finally, right?
That one a lot
even
of people are concerned about.
Yes, right, because like you think of Sheva and her fucking like tribal bikini
well,
outfit, and it's like, are we gonna get? Can we have that
You
back?
think of Sheva.
Or
You think of
can we?
Jill.
Was Jill in RE5?
Yeah. Like this
Oh.
bottom image right here, that's Jill in 5.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember now.
And like,
yeah. So like the way they looked in that game, can we have that back, or is it gonna be a problem? Like, are we gonna have to?
I
like
agree.
Are we gonna have to desect Sheva and Jill in this one? Like, is Sheva gonna be nearly? Because God, Sheva's so fucking hot. Oh my God, it is a crime she never came back after 5. It really
Actually,
is.
We actually got maybe some news on that because this year is the 30th anniversary of RE. Sheva's actor has said that she's doing something for the series soon.
Okay. I mean, Sheva's actor is really hot, so fair enough.
So
if they just mocap her, you know what? I'll take it. Good shit. And like, I don't know, just like the whole like Black Hunter thing that has been like the cloud hanging over RE5 that we'd be like, oh, they'll never remake it because you shoot so many black people. It's like, this game's in fucking Africa.
It's in Africa, yeah.
like. But
there's a reason.
maybe we don't get like the spear chucking African zombies back. Maybe
to
not.
be fair,
I think we should. I think it'd be really funny if we did. So I think they should do it.
This is the exact reason I'm actually playing RE5 with a mall soon. So
I want to play RE5 with somebody.
I understand his comments. Like, oh, you want Grace to be hot. I get it. But everyone's throwing on images that's, AI based, and it's literally like she has the same tit size. I'm gonna go with bigger than what Occo has, and I'm like, that's too much. Maybe something more akin to like Sheva here would be better. Would be fair,
reasonable,
exactly. I'm not saying Grace needs to be like massive. It'd be nice if there was something.
Yeah, like
nice
she's pretty much completely flat. So it's
she
like,
is.
Eh.
So again, I get it. There are problems. I'm not going to admit there aren't problems, but I think to the degree that some people take it, it's again maybe too far. I wouldn't call it censorship either, because if she didn't have a design to censor to begin with, what is there to censor?
Yeah, but it's just that there's always going to be this like kind of how to put this? What is it? It's inequality between the way like male designs are approached and female designs are approached, right? Like with the male designs, you can just do whatever as long as his dick is covered. Like it's fine, right?
I think this
and nobody wants to complain about it.
I think this conversation will get very interesting because I want to point out to everyone. Ada Wong has appeared in every mainline game Leon has. Guess who hasn't been revealed for this game yet?
Yeah. Oh man, dude. Once she drops, like, I like, no matter what she looks like, it's gonna be a shitstorm. But like, depending on what she looks like, we're gonna see the flavor of the shitstorm, right? Yeah. Because if they make her super hot, then like women are gonna complain. And if they don't make her super hot, the men are gonna complain.
Exactly.
Right. And then it's gonna be arguments on one or the other.
Exactly. So this is actually Ada's design from the RE4 remake before they actually touched her up.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's like I don't necessarily mind like the remake version because it's like we got like the sexy like dress sweater as opposed to the red dress that she had in the original. I think it's a pretty solid update. She still looks really hot and come on, dress sweaters are fucking
it is
just banger crazy hot, man.
Even in the remake, like that boob window's gone. She's wearing full leggings. Like there's no skin besides her face in the actual version we got. This version is better. I agree.
Yeah.
But
they should have kept the boob.
They should have kept this. That is censorship. I don't mind the design. The design is great. even the actual like the version we got in the remake is still great.
Yeah.
But I
But,
I
but,
think
like
everyone would
even
prefer
even
this one.
this was, I would say, like even this was too much. It's like the smallest little
Yeah.
boob window, and it's like she doesn't really have that much boob to begin with. So it's like, is it really that big a deal? Just leave it in, like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, this one
Yes, it
was
is.
weird. I will fully admit that. But we'll see with RE9 what Ada
Mhm.
looks like, because I'm convinced Ada will appear. If she doesn't appear, that's breaking series tradition at this point, which might be interesting. I thought
Yeah.
Ada died in RE6. No, that was a clone.
What?
Ada was technically one of the main antagonists of RE6.
Mhm.
But they ended up finding out that that version that was the main antagonist is a clone. And it wasn't actually her.
I see.
But I haven't played RE6. We're probably going to with Magma, but we'll see. So I don't know. I get the conversation when it comes to Grace. I get it, but at the same time, like, if there's nothing like in the design, to be fair, you know what? Show me like if there's an original beta design for Grace, like, and she's more, caked up, or she's got more, boobs, whatever. Show me that one, I will change my tune. But as of right now, there's nothing to say that she was censored, and maybe they wanted to go for a bit more of a conservative take on it to start, to see public opinion, and then
Yeah.
maybe tune it from there in like sequels or something if she's in it.
I mean, I have a hard time believing that they like sex her up even a little bit in any sequels, honestly.
I mean, viruses do some wild things.
Indeed, they do.
They're not gonna make her tits bigger. Come on, Temp.
Cam, this is only something that you get in roleplay. Come on now.
Viruses do some. Hey, if viruses and
Listen,
other shit can
I've known how you roleplay.
Listen, I'm not even gonna ask that much of them, right? Because midriff fetishist that I am, just put her in a half shirt and I'll be happy.
Like, again, like, people are focusing on her chest, and I'm like, I don't, like, what if she has a thick ass? Like, I don't know.
I don't think she does, because I'm pretty sure we've seen like full body of this
I'm
character
pretty sure
in
we
the
have.
trailers. And yeah, she's pretty, just like, like she's not ugly, she's not horrible looking or anything. She's just very, like,
Yeah. I think my major
plain,
problem
I
here
suppose.
is, like, we're seeing these in trailers. Fine. Can we wait till the damn game is out?
No.
Like,
no, it's not how this works.
Wait till the game is out, and then you want to have criticism? Fine. I'm not going to stop you with criticism. It's like, I think the criticism with, like, Code Vein 2 is weird. I get it. It's weird, but now the game is out. So you know what? With the information you found, that's fine. But with this, it's like, can we at least wait till the damn thing is... I'm trying to find it.
When you get more information?
Exactly. Like...
Well, some people aren't going to do that. You know that.
They're not. T-virus is stored in the tits. Thank you, Victus. There's a reason it's called the T-virus.
I don't think that's the reason, but sure.
There
probably is a reason.
We've seen her in a business outfit, right? She has some ass, but not flat as a plank. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry, do we actually know what the T stands for?
I'm sure it's explained somewhere, but I forget.
No, okay. Yeah, so we'll see how that ends up going. I mean, again, Capcom just in general in its entirety has been, being preyed upon by the fucking what do you call them? The God damn, I always forget the fucking word.
The T stands for tyrant. Okay.
Because
I know
that's not what I thought it stood for.
The consultants, right? The consultants have been preying on Capcom for a minute now.
Yeah.
And they've been having them kind of tone things down across the board, right? Like the whole thing with like Cammy's outfit and that whole thing. Like when Street Fighter came out, there was that whole fucking deal. And
here's my problem with that, and it's Wilds.
Wilds?
Gemma.
Yeah, I mean, Gemma's pretty fucking hot. So
Like for all we know, like even Alma's design is conservative enough to a degree where she's hot, but she's not like sexualized. And you know
yeah,
what?
because she's like the bookish nerd girl.
fact-
Like, so she dresses as such. You know.
In fact, I'm gonna do this. And chat, don't
But-
mind the
but
fact
Je-
that this says in
but-
library. I did buy it because I'm streaming
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But Gemma is the hot one. Like, she's the sex appeal of the game, and like, in every time she gets a new outfit for like one of the fucking festival events, like it's even hotter than the last one,
Like-
right? That fucking sacred outfit, bro. God damn.
Here's a great
the fuck?
example. Here's Grace in 2 different outfits. And guess what? She's hot in both of them. Cease.
Oh, they gave her the what's her name?
Lady
Vampire
Demetress.
lady. Yeah, that's the one.
Like, in both of these images, and yes, you know what? You gotta buy their skins in the game. Fine. But that doesn't
Yep.
change the fact of, she's hot here. Like,
Yeah, she's alright.
she's not Lady
Not
Demetress.
necessarily my taste, but I mean, yeah, she's alright.
And to be fair, like, the not safe for work art community is just going to, no matter what, turn her into a goddamn bimbo.
Well,
Like-
Because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Rule of the internet.
Exactly. They also gave her the Alice outfit from the 3rd movie. They did. Let me pull that one up. They did give her the outfit from Alice in Resident. And, like, this also looks really good. Like, Grace's design is actually just really good, and it works with so many things.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty alright.
So, again, I do think there was care in how she was designed. I will change my tune if there's a beta design where she's got more meat on her bones, essentially. But as of right now, You're not
Yeah,
gonna win
I mean,
that
she's
argument with me.
She's fine. She's like photorealistic, I guess. I mean, it's whatever. Like, and it's like, here's the thing. In most of these cases, like, I just can't be fucked to care all that much when
Mhm.
like they make a character like this. Because like, if I really need to get my jollies right, I just go like pop in Zenless and we'll
Exactly.
Wow.
have our fun over there, right? Like I get everything I need from Zenless. Zenless can provide for me on
Guess
that
what?
front.
If you want the big titties and the bouncing titties, whatever, there are games for that. Not every
are.
game needs to be sexualized, and I think that's part of the problem with like people, especially like Grums is a great example of this. It's like it's time.
Well, you have
for...
to remember, Grums played that. Was working on that weird fighting game.
He
that,
was.
that
But
weird. It
there
was
comes
weird.
a point with like
No
everything
judgment, it's
needs
just
to be
weird.
sexualized. No, not everything needs to be sexualized. Stop. Like, sure, if you want to make your main characters, like this is a great example. This is Jill in the first game in the remake. She's got some bouncing titties. And they're like saying Capcom confirmed that there will be no jiggle physics in Requiem for their female characters, like in previous games. But Leon's muscles will appear more toned and dynamic depending on his movements. Rule for thee, but not for me. Well, it's hard to have Grace have anything to jiggle when she doesn't have anything to jiggle.
Yeah,
Just saying. And again,
is what it is.
they're saying for their female characters. Well, we've not got confirmed, appearances of like Jill, because in the original version of 9, Jill was in it. We have not gotten any confirmed sightings of Ada. They're saying this for some things that we know.
Chad is asking you to share the outfit again.
Which outfit?
I mean,
I'm gonna say the previous picture you shared that had all of the outfits.
and like across the series, like just
Yeah, that one.
like me just off the top of my head, I feel like Jill might honestly be like the biggest chest that the entire RE series has to offer, pretty much. Maybe Ashley or Chev is up there too, I
Ashley
guess,
is
but
definitely up there. Shev is up there.
And Lady Dimitrescu, I don't know if we
Lady
can count that.
Dimitrescu
She's like
is
fucking. She's like
the
9.
biggest.
She's like 9 feet tall though. That's not fucking fair.
I would say Ashley, especially if you look at the original RE4, sorry, where literally they joke about her tits being ballistics. I would say
Yeah.
Ashley is probably number 1 in the size department.
A joke that was removed in the remake.
It was.
So like yeah, no one's gonna deny that there is like an effort to like kind of move away from how they used to do things in that regard, and it's like that kind of sucks, but whatever, I guess. Like it's as long as the game's still fun to play. Like
I mean, dude,
fine.
it goes back to.
I'll go get my titties elsewhere.
It comes back to the Code Vein 2 stuff. I don't want to see censorship. Period.
Yeah.
But
though at least in Code Vein 2 you still get women with giant titties hanging around, so that's cool.
Yeah. Grumps is a fucking scammer, so I don't care. I think that's Leon.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I think it's that Leon looks like he swapped bodies with Chris Redfield, which is jarring compared to Grace, who looks relatively normal by comparison. That's a good take. That is actually a fairly decent take on that. Is like Leon is pretty jacked.
Yeah. He's jacked to shit, right?
When comparatively to Chris, he's not. I mean, if you want to compare the two, like Leon is definitely more like spy material, whereas Chris is, warrior material.
Yeah, he's like fucking Navy SEAL pretty much.
Yeah,
though
exactly.
has like his most like I forget his most recent appearance, wasn't it in like Village?
Chris or Leon?
Chris.
Yeah, Village.
Yeah, and like he didn't really look as huge as he did in like RE5 in that game, from what I remember seeing. Like I saw somebody like play the Chris section a little bit.
Well, actually,
it didn't seem as big.
Great example of that. Actually, thank you for the reminder. This was Chris in Village. So, and the top left was Chris in Village. That's jacked. They did slim him down.
Okay, yeah, wow. I mean, he's still pretty fucking big though. Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like not as fucking hugic as he was in 5. Like 5 was like, well, 5 was a more cartoonish game in general, so I guess it is what it is. But yeah, he's still a big fucking dude though. Like as far as what like male sex appeal, yeah, it's there's plenty
Holy muscles
to be had
Batman.
in the Resident Evil series. Female sex appeal, not quite as much. I mean, you got your Ada, and she's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think this.
But in terms of like the aspects of what one typically thinks of in terms of like female sex appeal, it's not quite on the level as the male sex appeal, I would say.
Mm-hmm. This person actually brings up a really great note. In a way, it does feel like a double standard situation. Now, to be fair, I do think Grace looks very nice. I mean, if we're only talking about design, then I do agree that they should have done more with her design. Leon's design looks amazing for a guy who's nearly in his 50s. And I agree. I think Grace looks fine as she does.
Yeah.
She's a really decent looking character. They could have done a little bit more, but...
Yeah. Half shirt, I'm telling you.
And you know what? Maybe that happens in the game. We've only seen the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it could be a fucking... What was that that new Silent Hill game called again?
F.
Yeah, so it could be a Silent Hill F situation where your clothes get more torn up as you go in.
Exactly. Like...
For all I fucking know. But I mean, I'm probably not even gonna because I'm yapping off about all this, and I'm probably not actually gonna play it because I haven't played an RE game since 5 actually. So
because of my recent escapade into the images that show up on YouTube, Temp, blame MommaOcco for that one. Again, chat, if you want to see the stuff we're talking about,
I don't know what you mean.
I highly recommend you come over to my stream because
Jeez,
that's where
he's
we're
trying to
talking
show
about the
himself
news.
I mean, we're still talking about the news. I'm
I
just
know.
like
I'm showing the
listening.
news.
Listen, I've been on all day. I'm sorry. Tired.
To end off Dogwave, because we actually have been going for way longer than even I anticipated we would. Oh man, we had that too. We'll talk about that one. Sorry, this one's gonna come up quickly.
Thank you for the follow.
Final Fantasy 9, 8 remastered, 3D remake, and 4 3D remake are now available on GOG. GOG has announced and launched Final Fantasy 9, 8 remastered, 3 3D remake, and 4 3D remake on GOG as a part of the GOG preservation program. All 4 games are now available with a 60% off launch discount until February 7th. So Chad, by the way, if you want to go buy any of those, are on sale on GOG.
I mean, that's cool.
Uh,
I still have yet to actually like complete a single Final Fantasy game, haven't I? You know what Final Fantasy game I completed? The one that I've played from beginning to end.
Mm.
Crisis Core. That's the only one.
fair.
Well, I don't know. Would you count Dissidia?
It's a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, but like it's not really a traditional Final Fantasy game, though.
It's not. I know with this sale, I actually picked up 9 because 9 has not been updated properly, and they specifically state here they are included in the GOG preservation program, which means GOG has tested and will test compatibility with future operating system updates to make sure the games are playable with customer support. So if you have problems, you know, with these games on other platforms, maybe consider GOG because they actually work to make sure it, you know, runs. But that's not the only thing we got for Final Fantasy this week.
Oh.
In fact, this is one that has people a little on edge.
Well, what happened?
William Wallace, thank you for the sub. An update regarding the re-release of Final Fantasy VII on Steam. Also, my voice cracked. I'm sorry.
I did hear that. I wasn't gonna call attention to it, but then you just went ahead and did it anyway.
He did anyway, so it's okay to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To our Final Fantasy VII
Nerd.
community, we will be releasing a new version of Final Fantasy VII on Steam. Following the launch of this new version, the current version will be renamed Final Fantasy VII 2013 Edition. Please review the below information to understand how this update will affect existing owners.
2013 edition.
That's when 7 came out on Steam, was 2013.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually gonna use the bathroom real quick. Give me just a moment.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you're just gonna run away like that?
It did seem like a bit of a weird time for
Chat,
it.
I do apologize if I've been not so talkative. I have been live for 7 hours, so I kind of let Temp talk a little bit.
I mean, I've been talking too, somewhat here and there.
Just kind of going through this level 49. I need sleep. I'll get some. Don't you worry, chat. I will be going to bed once we are done here.
Yeah, probably do some stuff after this, but then I will also go to bed.
Go to sleep. I can't go to sleep until we're done, chat.
Yeah, then the news must be discussed. You understand?
And once I get up tomorrow, I'm going to Home Depot.
Oh, fun! Got a home improvement project you're working on there, or what?
No, I'm just getting screws for my my server rack.
My apologies. We will be done shortly. I know Akka's tired.
I mean, I have been live for 7 hours, so that's why I'm tired.
Yeah. So, Final Fantasy VII, when the new version launches, the 2013 edition will no longer be available to purchase on the Steam store. Existing owners will continue to have access to the 2013 edition in their library, and the new version will be listed on the Steam store as just Final Fantasy VII. Access for existing owners. All players who already own the 2013 edition are eligible to access the new version at no additional cost. Both versions will remain accessible in the owner's Steam library once the new version is released, and save data will not be compatible between the two versions. 2013 edition saves will only work with the 2013 edition, and new version saves will only work with the new version. They have not said anything about what is being changed, if anything at all. But some people are concerned that because they didn't say anything, there are planned. Something might be planned. I sat down and talked with a few people about this, and I think I know why this is being done. On the Steam store page, they specifically note requires third-party account, requires a Square Enix account.
The worst thing in the world.
It's unfortunate.
Not the worst thing in the world. Now, this is the 2013 version. This is not the current version. That's the one that's coming out. That is required to play a single-player game. My theory is that they are actually re-releasing the game without the Square Enix account. And that is all they are doing. And maybe, okay, admittedly, maybe they're also going to make it more, like, not player-friendly, but, like, kind of up-to-date on the menus and stuff. Because as far as I'm aware, the version on PC, which Anubis in MommaOcco's chat also specifically mentions, was released on the PS4 as well, might be a mobile version. Because Square has a wonderful habit of porting mobile versions to consoles and PC.
Not that.
Because I also did some reading in the in the reviews, and there's some bad reviews. Like, why do you need an online account to play a PS1 game? And other comments were like, hey, does anyone have any fixes for bad controller support? Bad controller support would come with a mobile version because that is not intended for controllers. So I don't think anything is actually being changed. I think it is a update to make it more modern as far as the UI and as far as like removing the Square Enix account and making it more accessible in a controller format. But that is it. I do not think anything else is being changed besides making it playable better on modern systems. Link to the Steam article, sure. There you go. The cat's howling again, by the way. I'm sure you can hear her.
Now I can, since you brought it up.
Yep.
What are you doing? You fine? How was your nap? Yeah. Okay. And to end off the night, chat. I know some people wanted us to talk about it, so we're gonna talk about it. Ashes of Creation is done.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ashes of Creation just made an announcement that they are laying off every single employee and shuttering the doors on the studio inside of the next 24 hours.
Oh shit. That's
Okay, now she's becoming annoying.
I'm sorry. You
You
know what?
literally bring her up and now I can hear it.
On the bright side, we are close to being done.
And you have to go to bed with that.
There's a decent chance I just stay up all night.
Yeah, that's a pretty raw deal, and it sucks to hear that their whole thing just kind of collapsed. Though it would be interesting to know exactly like why it all just kind of collapsed all of a sudden, because this feels kind of sudden. Is it just me?
Temp, what would you say? I don't know.
Sorry, what was that? Can you repeat that?
I said this whole thing feels just kind of sudden.
Well,
But
so
I'd be interested to know like exactly what the hell happened.
So as far as we are aware, this is from Kirsha. So, we'll see. This is from Steven, which is I don't know if he was the CEO of the company behind Ashes of Creation, but it basically says, I can make a limited statement in my personal capacity and not on the behalf of the company regarding the situation. Control of the company shifted away from me, and the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree with or carry out. As a result, I chose to resign in protest rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I could not ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made the decision to issue WARN Act notices and proceed with mass layoffs. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at this time due to ongoing legal and governance matters. What I can say is that the developers and staff acted in good faith and deserve better than the uncertainty they are now facing. I am incredibly dismayed by the situation. So, if that is anything to go by, corporate basically said, wokeify it properly. And they're like, but I don't want to.
And then they sent him to the gulag.
Yep. How
I guess he sent him. Or I guess he sent himself to the gulag, but
he sent himself. But basically, corporate wanted to make changes that were against the act or the desire of the dev team, and that basically caused the death of the game. While it is frustrating to see that, I think that is okay. Because if they don't want to support what the corporate moneybags want, you know what? Fair.
Mm-hmm. Hassan got unbanned. Yes, Hassan was just unbanned on.
Took longer than I expected.
Yeah, it was a 3-day ban.
Huh. They acted on an
It was
actual 3-day ban.
literally just a weekend.
You know what?
He'll be back on Twitch tomorrow. Actually, it'd be funny if he decided not to go back to Twitch because of how much money he made on YouTube.
Or multi-streams.
True.
Prime example is Final Fantasy IX. The PS4 version of that game is a port of the mobile version. Exactly. So, Cat is in distress. As a reminder, chat, anyone who's showing up, it's like, oh my god, this is a cat having problems. She's fine. She has food. She has water. At least, within acceptable parameters, because she's going to the vet tomorrow morning to get fixed. But because I cannot catch her, under normal circumstances, I had to fight to get her in that kennel. She stays there until after her appointment tomorrow. And then when she gets home, she will have all the ham, all the, the goodies she wants because she played ball. She was fine, and she will be rewarded for her, letting us do this.
For compliance.
Yeah. She is okay.
That's good.
What's that car meme? She's like got the AC on. She's got all of her favorite music.
Yeah. I was immediately thinking of that.
Yeah, very accurate.
So she's just fine.
She is just fine. But yeah, Ashes of Creation is dead.
Yeah.
Oh well, what kind of game was it supposed to be?
It's an MMO.
An MMO, right?
Ah.
And in fact, it's gotten some people to kind of go back on the question of, are MMOs dying? Is MMOs a dying breed of like games?
Kind of, because I just don't feel like they fit.
Right now, they're having problems. Again, there's a reason the ones that are surviving are like, wow, Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars 2, stuff like that. Because they made a living off that market when the market was hot.
Well, there's a lot of things that they fit during the period, and then they stop fitting later.
Oh, thank you, Victus.
Oh, he killed her. Or it. Of course, she's an it.
The AC is on,
I have no
and she
idea.
has water, and is listening to her favorite song. I lied. No. Cat is fine. She is fine.
It'll be you in the hot box one day, Temp.
Oh, I know.
that in
Oh, I
mind.
know.
Literally, Temp gets into a hot box every day, though.
I do. It's called my office because my computer is
Damn.
a goddamn hot box.
That's not what I meant.
I'll be fair. Otherwise, chat, that's Dogwave. That is
Hey, we did it.
indeed Dogwave. Oh, hold on. Let me bring Jazz to
Don't worry,
this
Chad. I will go to bed.
side of things because Jazz is not over here, and we'll get rid of the head patted tard dog.
We love the head patted tard dog.
We do. Jazz, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem. You know, it was a good time. I'm glad you asked me to come and hang out.
Yeah, we need to do it more.
Yeah, and we need to get you guys back onto the Offensive Charm podcast soon. I think I believe Rada already set something up for like the next guest that we're gonna bring on, but after that I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, we gotta get Akko back in here, we gotta get Temp back in here.
Just
Gotta
say
figure
when.
that out. I will definitely be letting you guys know.
Let me know. I'm just. Yeah, I'm here. My cognitive functions are like struggling right now.
Yeah,
'cause
that-
I've
No,
been
it's okay. Let's get you to bed.
Yeah.
8 hours nearly.
well-
Chad, I hope you've enjoyed all my I hope you've enjoyed the content.
So I guess we should start. Akko, what are you doing next week?
I thought I was the one that talked last about that.
Yes, but I'm the only one who runs the show now, which means you cannot cut me off.
We'll see. Right now, it kind of depends on how much my job is willing to deal with the weather.
Mhm.
And if they are willing to deal with the weather, then I'll probably be working. I hope, because I would like to go back to work.
Oh, that's
You know?
nice. Me personally,
And
I've
outside of
had enough
that-
work for a while.
Yeah, outside of that, I'm still trying to work on stuff. I will say I've kind of struggled a little bit with like some motivation for things.
Mhm.
You know, I'll echo what Andrew said. I mean, I don't think I have depression. I just think right now I'm having some motivation issues with things. And that really sucks.
Right.
But I'm trying to rediscover that so that I can make the content that I said I wanted to make, and two, that I want to make. So, you know, I think I'll get there eventually. I just need to get over that hump.
Good. That's what you need to do, is get over the hump.
Mhm.
Jazz,
Yeah, that's me.
how about you?
Yeah.
What are you doing next week?
Number of things, I suppose. Tomorrow we'll be over on Rose's channel beginning the new D&D campaign that we've been preparing for. Should be interesting. I'll be playing a much more morally ambiguous character than I have been for the campaign that's been going on for like 3 years now. Something like that. But yeah, the new campaign we're working on is essentially going to be like fucking Suicide Squad, with all of our characters being pretty like somewhere around the evil alignment. So
That sounds
should be
familiar.
fun. Does it?
Okay, so I ran a D&D campaign. It was
Mhm.
actually my first time DMing, by the way, and Akko definitely knows this story because Akko was in the campaign. And everyone was evil, but our Minotaur.
Oh.
And every time everyone tried doing something, you know, morally ambiguous or, you know, evil or whatever.
Be like, come on, guys, you can't do that. That'd be mean.
No, he threatened to kill our party several times. And
So
kind of.
did you guys jump him or what?
And after several sessions, I was taken into DMs with him and basically saying, "You can never do this again. I won't allow it." And I'm like, "Bitch, you aren't the DM. Fuck you." Because as a party of all evil, you know, party members,
Yeah,
we had to get one of our party members in the party. And what was the best way to do that? A PvP session. It was weird,
Oh.
but it made sense given the character, considering that their party also attacked us in one of the first sessions. So, you know, a PvP session was fine. He's like, "Well, I don't like PvP. You shouldn't have done that, and you should have talked to us." And I'm like, "Why do I have to talk to you about these things? Like, you're not running the campaign. Leave me alone." And we had one final session where we were basically told, if you know, I will just straight up kill any evil character. You just, you know, none of you are allowed to be evil. And I'm like, excuse me? Everyone here is evil
Mhm.
besides you. And that was our last session, and I haven't actually played D&D since, or DM'd since.
Oh, damn.
So
Well,
that
Yeah,
was
hey.
Temp has had PTSD.
yeah, mildly.
I listen. I can't make any promises or anything, but I mean, we could ask Roses if you're down to like if you got like some Mondays you could free up. I mean, we could see if you want to come hang out with us. We're pretty we're pretty fucking consistent at this point as far as like just the party cohesion and like people being available and all that. Like it's a pretty chill setup we got going.
I will certainly have to think about that one. I know that I don't know if I can commit to long sessions because we used to do like 3-hour sessions
Yeah.
before.
Okay, that is fair. Our sessions usually go for like the entire day.
Exactly.
So.
I think I just accidentally sent all my Twitch viewers to Mizu. I'm just gonna send the rest of
Okay.
them now.
On that note,
okay.
chat, go follow Jazz. Jazz is
Yeah.
great. We love having Jazz.
Thank you.
And chat, if
Love being
you
here.
enjoy the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you have to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord, as it is the best place to know when I go live. We have rare dogs in the Discord. The rare dogs are great. We love the rare dogs. As far as the schedule for next week, I actually do need to make it tonight, probably, before I go to bed. Wednesday, we're back to Grounded. That actually might be the last session for Grounded. We'll see. Friday, we're back to Resident Evil 4 Remake. Saturday, it is more RE5 with Magma. We're doing the DLCs because we finished the base game this Wednesday. And then Sunday's Dogwave. Again, chat, and I'm not sure we hit 800, but if not, we're close to 800 subs, chat, so let's get to 800. It'd be great. Otherwise, chat, I'm going to send you all over to Mizu. Where is that? So, chat, thank you so much for coming out. Jazz, thank you for coming on. It was fantastic.
Add you on Steam.
Happy to be of service.
And otherwise, chat, I cannot raid properly on YouTube, but go behave for the puddle. Go see Mizu. I will see you all on Wednesday night with Occo, Ava, and Magma. And you all have a good evening, chat. Bye.